single time with the keypad.
No, it wasn't the keypad. It was just the cooling pad.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to session 1 of the Western Web.
Woo!
All of you guys know vaguely where we are in this world, but for those of you that do not play in my normal session, which is Noble Beginnings, we are still in Moira. We are still on the same continent. We are still in the same timeline and world. This is happening parallel to the events of Noble Beginnings, which is my long-term campaign. This is happening at the same time, just possibly a few weeks, few months prior. We can, depending on where or how long it takes you guys to get through the jungle, we can discuss with my long-term players maybe at what point, if this was starting directly in real time with the events that's happening in Noble Beginnings, or if this happened a few weeks prior. But we'll say for right now, it is the last dredges of winter. It is slowly getting warmer on this side of the continent. You guys are as far, pretty much southwest as you can get on my map. I'll pull that map up for you guys. So for those of you that haven't been here we go. For those of you, I'll pull this up on a easier screen to look at. I'll pull this up on here. Here we go. Thank you.
I'm having a nap.
Christian, throw some over here. Let's miss you.
For those of you that are just stepping foot into the last repose, it is hot down here, especially for those of you that are used to the cooler temperatures of the rest of the continent. It does get pretty cold since the rest of the continent is fairly elevated. Once you pass the Caledon coast, you are in the mountains for hundreds of miles, and it's frigid and cold. But down here, right along the coast, in the jungle, it's hot, oppressively so. There is humidity that is sticking to your skin, and not a breath of moving air stirs among the thick foliage as you're just beginning to see the tree line of a vast expanse of tropical rainforest. The humidity around you almost catches in your throat as you're realizing the closer you get to the coast, it's getting harder to breathe with the heat. And lucky for you guys, it is the end of winter, so it's not that bad, at least not yet. We'll say it's probably somewhere in the 90s to late 80s, which, if you're used to the cold, as we hear living in the desert, is very hot for some people. But for those of you that live or are consistently around this area, it's great weather right now, baby. It's great. You see, as you are approaching the last repose, it is a sort of gate town at the very edge of the Western Web. This stands as its namesake, the very last respite before you enter into the most dangerous territory this side of the continent. This is known as an adventurer's nightmare. This is sort of a meat grinder, if you will, for young and shiny-eyed adventurers. But lucky for you guys, none of you are that. You're all experienced. Well, at least you believe you are experienced enough for this. This gateside town is your standard. There's some stables, there is a gate wall with some watchtowers, and at the heart of it all, a large guild house, known by its owner, Pyrite. As you are entering into this town, we'll start with Tulansi. I'm pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Tulansi. You have worked for a very long time. In fact, the work never ends. And even now, on the final day of your final paycheck of residuals, even though you haven't been working with Pyrite's Paw for quite some time, Pyrite is good to his ex-guild members. You've been cashing in some residuals as your work was appreciated, and the paths that you had marked out through the web are still used today. Your last residual check is coming to its close today. And you're here in the last repose, though you probably don't love this part of the jungle, as it's much closer to main civilization. But your check is inside. You walk up to the giant, beautiful, almost, it's not quite native wood entirely. You can see that the palm tree planks of the wooden exterior are visible along the edges, and it's marked in what appears to be some sort of green emerald insignias that go all up the border of the railing of the stairs. But you're approaching the door and you can see some of this is definitely imported. The guild brings in a lot of money every single year, and the exterior showcases this absolutely. You know that the inside is flashy, but when you look in the corners, it falls apart just a bit. But the exterior is what they really spend their money on, because that's most of what people see. But as you're approaching in this town square, it's not quite as calm as it is. Normally, when people first arrive here, it's adventurers, bright-eyed, excited to see the jungle for the very first time. This is essentially an amusement park for younger adventurers. They hear the stories and the legends of the Lost City and of the creatures that live here, and they get excited. But as you're approaching, that nervous, jittery energy in the square isn't present right now. Instead, it's replaced by a slew of what appear to be grung standing in front of the doors. The doors are being held shut by an interesting figure that is holding the doors from this slew of, I would say probably like 8, somewhere between 8 and 10 grung that are approaching. You can see they have sailing equipment on their backs. You can see some of them have some sort of like compasses and navigational tools hanging from their belts, but you also see that these grung are, how much do you think you would know about Sari, which is the Grung city? Do you think you've been there often?
I've been there a bit. It's not somewhere that I'm going to on the regular.
Okay.
I don't. But I've some trade networks. Some people.
You've been like
people.
there.
Yeah.
You can see that most of the grung that are standing here are all one color, and I will say, having been to Sari, you do know, generally speaking, that grung have a hierarchy based on the color that they represent, which is, now that I'm saying that, for the very first time, that is just what it is in Dungeons & Dragons on Earth Dracona. I'm saying this for the very first time.
D&D loves racism.
D&D loves racism. No, but they love it, though, is what it says.
They really do.
Is what it says in Forgotten Realms Wiki. If you'd like to roll a history check, based on, to identify.
First roll of the campaign.
First roll, this is true. First roll of the campaign, a history check. A dirty 20. Are you not using real dice?
Can I? I don't have real dice. I forgot
We-
them.
Yeah, I can grab you some.
Oh my gosh,
give
we
me
have
give me
no
a
dice.
vibe that you want, and I'll
Green.
Green?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Green. Do you have green dice? Because I have green dice right here.
Do those. I don't think I have any green.
I've got green dice. Here you go.
So he's fire, you're water, and I'm green.
I'm green. Okay.
Okay.
Dipped in a van.
So you do see it is sort of not the bottom league of grung by any means. There is no bottom league of grung. They're all deeply respected for their roles within their caste and society. I'm not making this up to make it sound better. I pinky promise you. But
Because they like it.
They exchange services
I
and
need
work
you to
for
know
each other.
that sometimes I do decide to use Forgotten Realms lore for my Dungeons and Dragons things, and every single time it bites me in the fucking ass, and I don't make it up.
Okay, so
You do see it's a group of green grung that are all gathered. They're sort of like angry and agitated croaks are echoing throughout the square. And I will say, what languages do you speak?
I speak, and Christian, if you do some croaks. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
I speak 6 languages: Common, Draconic, Elvish, Primordial,
I
Thieves'
speak
Cant,
6 languages.
and
I'm sorry, say those again.
I speak 6 languages: Common, Draconic, Elvish, Primordial, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Wow. Okay. So I will say, they, for right now, will say that there are some sprinklings in of the grung language, of the amphibian language. But I will say there is also like an overarching conversation that is happening in common. With your dirty 20, a green is typically the warrior caste, the hunters, the general laborers. These are the people that go out and they explore. And I will say you do see 1 or 2 blue grung in there as well, which would be artisans, grung that are good at a specific craft. Normally they're the ones that stay within the village and like run shops. interesting to see them outside of Sauri. But green grung you see pretty much everywhere around the web, on the outer edges.
Green are the warriors, you said?
Green are warriors, hunters,
Okay, gotcha.
the laborers that leave the town and go to explore the general area of the Western Web. Though you would not see, yes, though you would, with a dirty 20 and also with your own experience, you would not see even green grung within the deeper dredges of the Western Web. Grung are generally, they're very not cowardly. They are a strong race, but they are lower on the prey list, considering they are quite small. They are
Little frog people.
they're little frog people, so they stay along the coast. But you also don't see them very often in the Last Repose. They don't work for Pirate's Paw. So you do see as you're approaching the scene, there is this like man that's like blocking the door as he's having this like hurried conversation, and he is right next to what appears to be this posting board of jobs that you've seen.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up.
Yeah,
Just
get a general vibe.
yeah, like see what they're yelling about.
Yeah.
Because they're blocking my door, right?
This is true. Yes, this is the door to Pyrite.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like kind of, you know, when you're just standing, like you want to make a move, but you're not quite ready to like burst in yet.
Yeah, sure. You're sort of like, just like hearing the conversation, and I will say there are a couple adventurers that are walking by that have kind of like stopped. Also, I would say like 2 or 3 are walking along the edges that are also just like, well, there's a scene being made.
If any of them come near, I will smile. I'll go, move on. Move on.
Yeah, you do see that there is this like younger adventurer. He's got like maybe a scrappy beard that's growing in. He's a human, and you watch as he looks like he's got like very clean clothing. Has not gone on his quest quite yet. And you watch as he's like walking by and he's like sort of staring at the grung, mouth open. Probably never seen grung before. And
Darling, you don't want to come over here. Go over there, go.
Oh, sorry.
And as he turns around, just with my tongue.
You like hiss a little, and his shoulders like go up for a second, and he like Pippin is step completely leaves the square.
Yeah.
You're overlooking this. You see the man on the stairs as he's holding this door back. He begins to, in his charming voice, say something to this group of grung. He is not the same race. He appears to be some sort of bird folk of some kind, some sort of bird race. Drew, do you want to introduce your character?
Absolutely. What you see, again, this 6'3", so pretty large for a bird folk, looks to be late 20s, early 30s, is a blue and yellow macaw.
Okay.
And holding the door. Ladies, listen on. I understand that you're upset. And that's totally understandable. You feel you owe something, and I want to get it for you. But he's not taking requests right now. So if you just stay bit, all will be well.
You see as this army of grung, how many grung do you think you have in your crew? I would say like your skiff it's large, but I would say it probably doesn't hold any more than 15.
I would say 10.
10 probably. So like you're working not with the skeleton crew, that's a good amount of people to run the skiff that you have, but like 10 is not as many as you could fit on that ship. But so you see about 10 of these grung, and as he says this, you see some croaks sort of pipe up, and then you see one blue grung from the middle of the crowd as she sort of pushes the rest of her compatriots to the side. She's hands on her hips, looking up as you are standing on the top of this staircase, as she goes, well, I need you to know. Through those doors is the last bit of money that we're gonna get from this part of the jungle. Your payment towards us hasn't come through in 1 week. 1 week!
Vicky? Let's keep a level head. I understand that you're upset, and for that I say...
Upset? We have an army that we need to feed. Our crewmates haven't been fed in 3 days.
And where were you before you got on my boat? You were all sitting at home in Sauri, not doing a lick. And I brought you up here so you can make some money. Now, if you don't
And that's
trust me,
what we plan to do. Behind those doors is real jobs paid by real men.
I'm gonna butt into the conversation now.
Great.
Talk to the macaw. The frogs work for you. The frogs work for you. Do they know that real jobs for real men? Do they know that this is Pyrite's hall? The building you're outside of? This is not, the Laborers Guild, or the...
Why, yes we do! And in fact, we're here on account of the new positions posted! And if he doesn't get out of our way, we're gonna run the door down!
They seem dangerous. I think you should get out of the way.
They are feisty people for sure.
Yeah.
Look, I understand y'all are upset, and let me tell you this much. Let me go in, I will handle it. I will get you your money as you see fit, and believe me, it will be resolved 100%, no questions asked. Is that okay?
Fine. One moment. And you see as Vicky turns around and she sort of like huddles with the frog crew, and as they like look behind you, they shuffle forward in a group for a little bit just to get further away. As they're like they're convening right now to figure out if that is the outcome that they want from their protest right now.
While they move, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna scoot alongside you.
Do you have business inside?
Yes, I'm picking up my check. Hopefully I'll be able to get mine before the frogs come in.
It might be a good idea. Clearly money's on short supply in here. And I kind of crack open the door just enough for her to sneak in.
As you begin to crack open the door.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Great. Can you roll a stealth check, or let's say a sleight of hand check, and you'll roll a dex or a stealth.
I'll roll stealth.
So sleight of hand for you over here.
A 25!
Oh wow!
And I got a 22.
Oh my god, yeah, with a 22, I'll roll perception. But
How perceptive are these frog people?
Nope. Not great. You crack open that door and you sort of squeeze past this pirate. How tall is your parrot?
6'3".
You're a 6'3" parrot?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you squeeze past and you kind of have to like, how tall are you?
She's taller. She's like 5'9", I'd say.
Okay, yeah, so it's easy to sort of like slink behind his shadow as you're sliding through this door, and the door creaks and closes, and as the door closes, you watch as Vicky turns and she goes, "All right, we have come to an agreement." And you watch as this green Grung also slinks next to her as she goes, "I think that it's only fair that when we get our money from you, that we will be done with this entire operation."
Sandra, don't
No,
jump to Sandra,
No,
please.
we've had a long
Remember
history.
the good days, Sandra.
We've had a long
Sandra,
history.
remember the good
Don't do
days.
that to me. Don't do that to me.
Hey, before y'all jump to conclusions, I want you
Oh, and here he goes again with the jokes. Here he
No,
goes.
no,
See,
no,
this is
no.
what he does.
Oh, no,
Jump
see,
to
it was a
conclusions.
slip of the
He says,
tongue.
Jump to
It was a
conclusions.
slip of the
This
tongue.
is exactly what the issue is.
I'm learning the culture. I have so much. I would
How many years have you been here? Too many years to keep making frog jokes.
I'm
And he thinks he's funny. And he thinks he's funny.
I was going into a heartfelt story, but I can see now that I've strategically misstepped and I've made a joke unintentionally, and you guys are mad about that, and I can't blame you. Would you like to hear my story, or are you just going to be upset? That's your right.
If you move away from the door.
Is there more to that request?
No.
You just want me to move?
Yeah.
If I move inside to get the money, will that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. And I walk in following afterwards.
Great.
And then can I just do a quick scan inside to be like, is there something that if the door starts to get like busted down,
Sure.
that I can just be like, just slow them down a bit, or at least I'll hear
Yeah,
the noise.
I will say, like, you walk in and that there is an adventurer with a desk standing right at the hall. Actually, I will pull up what you do see as soon as you walk in. There is, in this, like, front area, there is, like, a desk lobby before it opens up into a wider guild, but there is, like, a front. There's a front that you can see as you walk in. Oh, heavens. Oh, heavens, Betsy. Okay. And you can like sort of turn. It is what appears to be a human. She is probably like middle-aged. You can see she's got some graying silvered hair that she's got tied back into like a very messy ponytail, like longer grayer hair, very tan skin. Typical guild adventuring outfit. She's got like a belt and like some armor. As you walk in and like she's got these two big burly arms that she's lifting something onto the desk that like clatters down as she looks up and she like gives you a nod and she goes, "Oh, it is you."
Another day. Beautiful day, isn't it? We have some people outside, my crew, not entirely pleased with me. I'm going to go speak to the big man if that's alright, and if they come in here making a ruckus, you look more than capable to take care of that, right?
Right.
You do look lovely today.
Thank you.
I will take that and I will run. The fact I didn't get hit, I'll take it.
And you follow, and I will say the door opens behind you as you do watch as the bird folk walks in as well.
I've been, because he spent a few minutes.
Oh yeah, you cleared.
Yeah, I'm cleared past.
Cleared the
And
guild,
I think
yeah.
I'm switching my accent.
Absolutely. Oh, you're switching your accent.
This is session 1. I changed my accent until it hit 1.
Oh, absolutely.
I still haven't found mine.
I like it
That's
to
your-
Steve Irwin.
You can't change it because I wrote down in pen, mind you, in my notes. Drew is a bird and Australia.
Here it is.
This is what you look like to me.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're not super far off. You gotta get the colors right.
I know.
Here, I literally, Christian, I need you to know that when I started making my backstory, I have here a full descriptor for you.
Oh, beautiful.
All
Beautiful.
of this is character description.
Hell yeah.
For art. No.
I'm just really curious to see what Pokemon team I'm gonna have.
Oh,
You'll have to wait for Harmony's birthday. That's when the presentation gets started.
You walk in. You immediately see an outstretched guild hall. It is cozy in here, but as you're walking in, you're making your way towards...
Pyrite.
You're making your way towards Pyrite. Okay, I will say, with the commotion of everything that happened outside, these doors are heavy, but they're not soundproof. And there are some windows on either side. For Christian, Colin, and I was reading it from the series character names. For Christian, Colin, and Austin's character. Technically not your character. For Christian and Colin. Yeah, sorry about that one. Do you guys believe that you would have set off already into the jungle by yourself on foot? Or do you think you are trying to find people to guide you, go with you? What do you think your character is either capable of or what they believe they are capable of?
I'm definitely looking for someone to guide.
You're looking for a guide.
I think that if this were to happen before he's looking for someone.
Okay.
I won't say why.
Okay, so you are looking for someone. Both of you are saddled up against what appears to be like Ada's a bar top. As you followed the instructions provided from wherever you came from to get here, you find that upon entering, you're immediately reminded of almost like it's like if a backwater tavern, like a tavern you'd find at the very end of the sort of shady part of a city, got spruced up. You can see around the edges there are the reminders that this is probably, the last nice thing that you're going to see. But beyond that, there are strong odors. There is heavy smoke that's sort of accumulating from some of the corners of the room. And there is a ruckus of voices and a couple different singing songs as well that are happening over by the fireplace. And with that, you can also see against that fireplace, there is a menagerie of different animal skins and tarps that have been laid out of creatures that you cannot quite place. For a moment, you squint and you think you see a bear rug, but then you have to turn your head and you realize that bears don't quite come with that long or barbed with hair, and you're noticing that some of the claws that they have are just too long to be that of a bear, and they're colored with tips of green on the edges. And as you're looking at some of the different animal heads on the ground as well as the creature heads against the wall, you're realizing that you actually don't recognize most of these creatures from your everyday travels. But depending on where you believe that you two would be looking for a guide or looking for companions, where would you believe that you are? There's some tables that you can sit at. There is the bar tap. There is also the fireplace.
I think I'd be near the fireplace.
Okay, near the fireplace. It's up on a podium, like a stage.
I think I'd be looking at the animal heads.
You're just looking around. Oh yeah, looking around. That
Yeah.
makes sense. You're kind of gazing up and around, and there's some heavy furs on the ground that you're also looking at that are arranged. But as you're walking, as you specifically are kind of gandering at everything around you, you hear this ruckus outside. And what languages do you speak? And for that matter, what languages do you speak as well?
I speak 3 languages.
I speak 3 languages.
Common, Draconic, and Infernal.
Okay.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Thieves' Cant.
Thieves' Cant. Okay, fantastic. I will say you do recognize grung noises outside, and you do recognize the communications of grung. Language. Language outside. The croaking. We're not doing this. We're not starting it like that.
We
Everybody
got so many
bad.
more sessions. You gotta lock in.
You hear the Grun languages that are the croaks from that familiar tongue outside, but you don't quite decipher them. But I will say, like, the common that is intermingled in there by the door, you don't quite catch and pick up on until the door opens, and you do see slip inside is... Have you described your character yet?
No.
Do you want to describe what your character's appearance is?
Yeah. Okay. So Tulancy, she is, like I said, about 5'9". And she, like, kind of on first appearance looks like a normal human. She's got long, like silky, wavy-ish brown hair.
Beautiful.
But she has, like, her skin has kind of a greenish tint to it, and she does have, like, these green and blue scales kind of covering her body, and these, like, weird lines on her face.
Okay.
Kind of like a snake's. But she also has webbed hands and ears, kind of
Okay.
like a triton. And she has glowing yellow eyes. Yes.
Beautiful. You do see as
And
this...
she's beautiful. She's just gorgeous.
And she is, how old, like, roughly? Because I would say you do recognize the Yanti race.
Yeah.
Like early, like she's not young. Like she's kind of ageless. You can say like early 30s.
Early 30s. Yeah, and I will say, like, you recognize the Yanti race. She is, like, as she described, there is, you know, some other races possibly, like, intermingled within that. It's not pure blood Yanti. But you do see her slip in. I will say, as that is happening, you watch as, what are you making? Are you making just a beeline towards the back, probably?
Yeah, I'm getting my check. I'm talking to P. You know, about those new job postings. You know, there's a reason. There are a couple of reasons why I left. I just wanna, you know, chat with my old folks.
Sure, yeah, you watch as she, I will say, as you're watching adventurers and like guild artisans make their way in and out, it is, you know, a smattering of younger adventurers. These are, a lot of the time, they're very built. They do have strong arms. They do have strong legs. They're tall. They look like adventurers that would be able to survive, but from what you know of the Western Web, the clothing that they bear, it's going to get overbearing and oppressive. The heat's going to smother them, and at night the cold is going to ravish their skin to a point where you're not sure if some of the things they have packed in their bag is going to be enough to withstand that. You're noticing, like, the discrepancies in their supplies. You're seeing that they have water skins with one, and you know that you can't drink the waters in the Western Web. So you're catching, you know, some of the issues with everything. And as you're trying to look for someone to, like, guide or act as a guide, you watch as this Yanti walks in, and she's the first person that walks in with not only a clear, like, direction that she is moving in. She's not wandering around. She's not going to the bar tap. She's making her way straight down the line to the very back. And you also do see that the weaponry and the supplies that she has on her is aged and used, which means she's survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dressed like a local.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's like, I don't know if I'd say anything if she's making a beeline yet.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
she's making her way to that back door.
Okay.
And I will say, as she is moving in, Colin, it depends on, you're over by the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, you probably didn't hear the ruckus or anything over the fireplace cracks behind you, but I will say now that she's walked in, you're keeping an eye out for someone to guide you. Same thing, you're not quite as knowledgeable, but I mean, you guys are level 15, being a level 15 adventurer, you know when someone's full of shit. She does not appear to be, as you do catch her as she's walking towards the very back. With purpose, if there's anything you guys do, or unless she walks into the back.
I'm going so quickly. These kids, if they try, I'm gonna walk right past them. We'll talk in a minute.
Do either of you say anything?
I'm currently drying my socks, so I'm
You're
just
drying your socks.
drying by the fireplace.
You've taken your socks off.
Yes,
You're
I have
drying
my
them.
socks off.
I think as I walk,
And I think as I like look, what's your name? Tula? Dula?
Tula.
Tula. Okay, so I got it right.
Yes.
When I texted you, Hawk
Yes.
Tula.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Oh my god.
Tulancy.
I think as I'm looking at you, I'd also look over and see that you're sitting there with your dogs out by the fire.
Sorry, I'm making a Hawk 2 account for no, sorry. For Christian now.
I'm gonna appear and I'm gonna shoot everyone in the head with haste
Right.
and
Just call it, I think, maybe.
no, he's good. He lives.
The feet live?
The feet live.
You beeline it towards the back
getting
door.
gangrene.
You're stopped by nobody as you pull open these. This is, I will say, even heftier than the first ones, though they are smaller. But you notice they're wider, and you know why? Because the owner of this bar needs to fit through these doors, and his shell doesn't quite allow him to move through with ease, except through these wide set doors. So you sort of pull these doors open and let them fall behind you as you enter into this back room. As you enter into the back room, you come through the door as you had that conversation. I will say you do notice this large bird folk enter both of you as well. What are you making beeline? What are you doing in here?
I think that my character, he, having temporarily diffused the situation outside, he is walking inside, but he's also scoping out everyone that's here. Because this is the exact kind of place where he thrives.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And so he's observing all of the people, making mental notes of like, this person seems to know what they're doing, this person clearly does not. And then his eyes kind of rest on a pair of socks draped over a chair next to a fireplace. And in his mind he goes, gotcha.
Right.
And so
I'm also compulsively like scrubbing my shoes.
and he walks over and, drink, mate? And hands him a flask. Drink?
I take it and pour it on my rag and just start scrubbing my
That is top tier whiskey. You need that
thank
back. You can't use it to clean your shoes, mate. This is drinking liquor. And well, I must say, you seem like an adventurer who knows things. So
I do.
absolutely, I can tell that from you. I'm new to the area. Well, as new as one can be.
You're like a native.
Oh, please. That's true. I wanted to I didn't want to come at it where I naturally had a superior position to you in this place. I wanted us to be equals off the rip. My name's LP. What's your name?
My name is Salazar Centaur.
Salazar
Centaur.
Salazar Centaur.
Ah, yes, of course.
I love the alliteration. It's
What?
great for you.
What do you look like?
Yeah, I will say, do
Oh,
you want to
I
introduce what you look like?
am currently, well, dog's out, of course, right
Of
now.
course.
Very trimmed toenails.
I need you to know for the rest of the
Or
campaign,
bottom
I
eye.
will only imagine you.
Yes, of course, of course. I have
Are they painted?
no,
Gelled?
no.
Shiny?
They
He's
are
got to
shiny.
be clean. He's got to be
Shiny.
clean.
They are shiny.
They're shiny.
He's got like basic leather gear on right now. He's got, yeah, just got basic leather gear on right now, as well as like really prissy white gloves.
White gloves to the jungle?
Yeah.
Great.
Are you cleaning with your white gloves on?
Well, I have a rag that I'm, but yes.
Okay.
What do you look like?
I was gonna get to that. He has like a little goatee that kind of goes like very thin goatee.
Fantastic.
And then like basically my hair, this hair.
He's Maxwell Gotch.
Are you
Yeah.
human?
Yeah, human.
Okay.
Beautiful.
right.
6 foot with shoes on. Currently shoes off.
Okay.
5'9".
With- Those
Damn,
are
he got
heels?
insoles.
Yes, he does.
And then it was
Real
Salazar
Centaur.
Centaur.
Alright, so LP takes the flask back, takes a little hit of it, and goes,
hit.
yes, hit,
Right.
and goes,
My full name is...
so what brings you to the web?
Oh, a fascination, I suppose.
And have you already secured travel means into the web?
No, I have not.
Well, it's
Do you know anyone?
do I know anyone? You are looking at the premier surveyor of web travel.
That's great. Do you know anyone like who trained you? Like
I'm self-taught.
you're self-taught.
Yes, absolutely.
Is everyone self-taught around here? Do you know?
Not that I know of. There are
So
some.
you don't know.
There are some people who run within the guild. I'm more of an independent subcontractor.
Okay.
I
so
do
you
work
couldn't
within the guild, but I'm not a part of the guild.
Is it because you
necessarily.
couldn't get guild membership, or because you're? Like,
I've
are
never
you,
been-
Are you above guild membership, or are they?
I would never
above
say that I'm
you?
above guild membership, but it's kind of that thing where it's feel like I'm best as a solo act, and being in the guild means you got to be a part of the band or the choir.
Oh yeah.
And like
Yeah.
my voice, I shine beautiful like a soprano, and then if you're in the choir, it's kind of like your one alto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that. I like you. You're gonna do great.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta go take care of something in the back.
Yeah,
But when
no,
I come
go
back,
ahead.
we'll discuss
down.
What?
the sort of travel and the arrangements and all that sort of stuff. And then
Yeah. Just let me know.
as like It's that thing of like when someone is trying to exit a conversation but do it in like a really respectful way. It's like, all right, I gotta go. You have a great day, and then just like gone.
Wow.
And then it's LP.
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 Like the.
Okay.
Is it
Okay,
ELP? Is it ELPEE?
No, it is LP.
Okay.
You did witness this.
Yeah.
You do watch as you're now making your way towards
Same door that.
the same door. This is a great question. You are just, with my memory, you have not been in this building very frequently in terms of like going to the back.
I think my character made the recognition of she is moving in a way in which she knows what's going on in here,
And you're going on.
and I'm like, if there's a place where the money is, she'll know where it is.
Fantastic. So you're making your way back towards the back as well. You watch these two adventurers make their way towards that back door. I will say you do catch him moving in that direction, but I do think you're probably distracted finishing off your shoes. Is,
Okay.
is there something that you would do?
I'll walk up to our man
Fantastic.
Salazar over here.
Yeah. You do watch as this gentleman approaches you. Do you want to describe your character?
Hi everybody. I have red skin. I have a tail. I have a little tuft of hair at the end of my tail. I have these two horns that jut out of my head. I got this black hair. One of my eyes is blue, but I have heterochromia. And the other eye is like almost fully black, but with like an orange part where the eye is. I'll show you a picture. How about that? I drew my character, guys.
I love a picture.
The artist on
Here.
the table. Can someone pass me my water? by the
I'm
way?
an artist too.
And I have a teacup. Oh, and I have these two wings that jut out of my back.
Oh.
You see this
Ooh.
tiefling, this tall tiefling figure, approach up to you. Can you hand me a coaster? Thank you. Oh wow, it's a very wet coaster. You use that coaster and then hand me the.
When you come up to me, I'm putting my socks on.
Okay. What did that man say to you?
He was an expert, apparently.
Was he now?
Yeah. I think he's a really trustworthy individual.
I'd be worried of those with a silver tongue.
No.
Have you been to the jungle before?
Never in my life. This is actually the farthest I've ever come to the southeast.
That sounds great.
Yes. I love it around here.
Well,
You know, plenty.
might I ask your intentions with the jungle? With the web?
It's just I want to see the Golden City.
Okay.
That's all.
Alright.
I just need to see it.
Okay. So, what's your... might I ask what your plan might be to find this city?
Well, I'll get a bunch of people that say they're super qualified,
Okay.
and I will throw bodies at the problem until I eventually reach the goal.
Oh my god.
Fuck. He's a venture capitalist!
He's drawing his socks. We did this from the get-go.
He's gonna turn it into Disney World!
I will help you.
And what is your name exactly? I'm Salazar Centaur.
My name is Turtle Smith.
Turtle Smith.
Correct. Well, I'm gonna sit here now.
As this, you guys have that introduction, you have made your way in through this back door. You immediately see it is a sort of lounge waiting room. You're blowing past these waiting room doors. There is nobody to necessarily stop you. There's a few chairs decked against this small waiting room. There's a small also window of a clerk's desk that kind of goes through so people can peer in, see who is waiting for their turn to talk to Pyrite, the guild master. But as you look in through that window to see if any clerk is watching, it's empty, and you take that as your opportunity to blow past it. You pass by what is a massive painting against the wall as well that you've seen. It's been here for decades. A beautiful depiction of some of the more beautiful areas in the Western Web. And as you blow open these doors, and they close behind you, you are close behind?
Yeah, I think I regard the map a bit more than her character does. And it's the thing of I pull out my little journal
Sure,
And
yeah.
I'm just like,
So while he's like, can we say while you're like documenting the map? Because I want to have a little time to have like a one-on-one conversation.
this is the thing.
Yeah.
I'm fully locked in on this.
Yeah, so this, I will say, like, you kind
Oh
of
my god, fuck that up.
look in through this, into this waiting room. It is not necessarily a map of the Western Web, more so than, like, anything that you would see on just the typical world map, which I don't think is, I don't know, I'm gesturing to this. Then more so than you would see on a typical world map. This, I will say, is more of a beautiful scenic view of the overview of what appears to be this massive, flowing, almost like, it's one of the rivers of the Western Web, but it's a large circular lake. And you can see there are islands circling around it, and you can see at the very center is this massive moving rapids that is connected in the background with the beautiful scenic view of a waterfall falling down a large jagged cliff.
LP kind of taps the journal against his hand, and it's that moment when someone who is always on flashes off for just like a second.
Yeah.
And you just like,
He's like the thinking, the processing is going
Exactly.
through his head as you're jotting like this image down. You've seen this painting; it's been here for decades.
Yeah.
You blow
I've
past
been
it.
to it twice. It's better in person.
You haven't actually.
I haven't.
You've never seen this depiction in real life.
No.
As you blow through and you enter into the back rooms. No, you enter into, this is the sort of back, not necessarily a storage area, but this is the private chambers of Pyrite. This is where a lot of the dealings within this Thieves Guild go on. You immediately enter in through these double set doors, and you can see there is the massive stone, almost like stuffed depiction of a giant creature, some sort of hydra-like dragon with giant claws and teeth and wings and a tail that doesn't match the body proportions of anything else on it. You know that this is a bullshit creature. Much like the rest of the creatures that are in the insides with the stuffed heads of the middle room, these are meant to look much more daunting and scary than the creatures that you would find in the Western Web, because the
Literal baby monsters compared to what these people are pretending. It's so silly.
Oh,
They
yes.
think that, they think it's so dangerous in here.
As you look at this bullshit depiction of just a cobbled together creature, and there are also other plaques and memorabilia that are sporadically thrown around in this room upon like pedestals and like hangers that hang like these what appears to be like large machetes and swords and some scythes in the corner as well, all with depictions that say, or plaques that say something along the lines of like the first machete to ever reach one of the ruins of Mesro, or something along those lines. To the credibility of these, you have no idea, nor do you care, but you can assume it's probably bullshit as well. As you make your way, where do you think Pyrite would be? I will say you are in this sort of trophy room. If you make your way to the western rooms, you do know that there is a meeting room, like a boardroom, where you guys discuss, you know, future ventures or plans, just a sort of like nice space to meet. You do know that there is also Pyrite's personal office, which does have a lot of the supplies and more expensive goods of the guild, which is also to the west.
Yeah. That's probably
Depending on where you think. And then there's also, I will say, like a general adventurers, like storage room and like things like that, which is to the east.
Okay, I'm gonna go into his office. 'Cause
His personal office?
He should be working. It's 11 a.m.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna knock and then walk in. You know, just after 20 years.
Yeah, you walk in and you do see it's a very nice office, but it's messy. There is stuff everywhere. Boxes upon crates, upon barrels that are piled high precariously. You can see there's weaponry that is strewn about in no orderly fashion. You can see that at one point this office space did look nice. It's like when somebody, like almost like when somebody buys a already furnished apartment and then just starts leaving shit everywhere is kind of what this looks like. At one point you can tell this was meticulously put together, and then Pyrite moved in and just never cleaned once. And you can see as you also walk in, back to you, a massive turquoise blue with intermingles of some kind of painted or almost like inked in gold shell that is the size of, already the size of a human, is just this shell. And the body in front of it is also that same turquoise color. You see a turtle man that is sitting at this desk as Pyrite is working on something at his desk, though he's not facing the door. As you can hear like some sound of like tinkering, some sort of mechanical sound coming from his workshop.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my my flute, and I'm gonna start like to the tinkering. I'm gonna like and then I'm just gonna walk right up to his desk and go that turn in. Right?
At the sound of the flute, you watch as the chair swivels around quite fast for a turtle of this age and size, and you see the friendly depiction of Pyrite, your guild master, well, technically your ex-guild master, smiling before you, this giant toothy grin as his face breaks out. He's towering above you, even sitting down. But you watch as in his hands, as he has to kind of like fumble and set it down for a moment, is what appears to be some kind of new crossbow that he's working on. And you can see that there is like some engraving that he was sketching into what looks like mostly a finalized piece of work. As he sets it down and he goes, "Oh, Dula, my darling," as he like leans over. "Oh,
Good to see you. Yes,
and to what do I owe the pleasure?"
Well, you owe me money, of course, my paycheck.
Oh, yes.
And I just came down. You know how I love the reserve. You know how I love to come down here and see all the tourists and the
Yes, right.
people. And I was wondering if you had a job. Give me tips for an old friend. I'm well, you know what happened. You know about. I just nod instinctively.
Yes.
But and it's. I've had it on good source. You know, when you started stealing from the raw people and their actual gold, we don't do that anymore. I don't do that. But I need money. I need to get back in, and I need
Dula.
people. I need parties. I need to scout. Just let me know if anything comes up.
You watch as he kind of like looks down at his desk, and he sort of begins to fiddle with a bag of coins. And he begins sort of counting out coins and putting them into a bag. I have your last check. Yes. And before he hands it to you, he sort of lingers it on the desk, sort of like gripping it. What is this about?
You know what this is about. I pull out my owl bear plushie. She gave this to me because she said it would bring me luck. And so, I am showing it to you in the hopes that I will get lucky. And my boss, who I have known for so many years, whose treasures I have made so insurmountably wealthy, might come and give me this, a favor for an old friend. A job.
Dula, I'm sorry about your daughter. I heard the news. I wanted to come down and give my condolences, but you and your clan are so hard to find.
And
these
you are
days.
so lazy.
Yes, yes, and I am old,
Yes.
and I have grown fat and lazy. Yes, I sit in my guild and I send my adventurers. Yes, but that should not have stopped me from coming down. I have thrown in some extra that we can spare, but Tula, when you left, I thought we were in understanding that I cannot send my adventurers with you anymore. I know what you are looking for. I will not throw adventurers I will not throw my people into murder missions.
Can we say that as that happens?
Oh yeah. He like looks over. He goes,
I'm not
"You've made a
asking for
friend.
more this time.
Can I come in now?
You've made a friend.
Oh,
Who's at the door?"
I go and open the door. Oh, it's
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Oh.
you. I remember you.
You
Yeah.
see this interior office. It's a mess with like some, massive mechanical feats of like weaponry that are scattered across the room. You can see there's crates and barrels, and mostly what catches your attention is this massive turtle. We'll say like almost to the size of, in real life, like Galapagos turtles. This is like a Galapagos turtle, but in humanoid form. This is the largest turtle you've ever seen. And he is taking up much of this room, as you can see, as he sort of like has his like shoulder turned for a moment, as he's like moving. You do see this beautiful turquoise shell with a large crack that runs down the back of it that's been filled in with some sort of gold as he like turns, as he goes, "Ah! You've made your way into my office! Who are you?"
I think that is the least important thing. Obviously, I know you. Pyrite, big as a house, silent as a mouse, head of this house, and I gotta tell you something, I need my money. I did a job for you, took some stuff to Sari, and my ladies are outside and they're angry. So we got to get that sorted, because they will kill me.
He's
Right.
afraid of the ground.
Are you? Come on. Eh? I have reason to be concerned.
Right. Well, I don't know much about the Grung ladies that you're speaking of, but I do recall a delivery being made at some point by a non-affiliated crew to Sari,
Hey,
which means I would not personally handle the money.
see, that's the thing. The sausage still got delivered. Doesn't matter how it got made or how it got where it needed to go. I got your goods where they needed to go. So
And
that
I
believes
am-
at a certain point I did the services, so shouldn't I receive the payment?
And I am sure that what you say is true, that the delivery got made. But that is a conversation that you must have with our clerk desk woman. I'm sure that Violet would be ever so happy to speak with you at the front.
And believe
But
I-
thank you for stopping by in my office. And if there is something that you need from me, I will make sure that it gets done swiftly by Violet.
y'all have a beautiful day. And I close the door.
Are you just leaving?
I'm like, clearly I'm not getting anything in here. But I did regard the fact that I entered and there was an immediate wall.
Oh, for
But
sure.
she was in there, no questions asked. So my character's like, why don't you talk to her?
A plan is percolating in my head.
I will say you do know Violet at the front desk. That is the woman.
That is the woman that I said you look lovely. And
Yes.
she was
You've
like,
interacted with her before. In fact, she's the woman that has sent you on some fetch quests, even though you are not
affiliated.
affiliated with the guild entirely. She sent you on a couple fetch quests with jobs that were either too mundane or didn't pay quite enough, or just jobs, or maybe too dangerous that other guild members didn't want to pick up or didn't have the manpower to pick up.
Mhm.
So the sort of scraps of jobs here has been sent your way. You don't have a great relationship with Violet.
Couldn't tell.
Now that I'm back alone with Pyrite, I'm just gonna turn my hand anyway. Pyrite, I know that you are hesitant after, but I want you to think about what we started this for, what you started this for in the first place. Was it not because we were tired of having our land not be our land? I'm not saying I want to go on a spree against your people. Just saying that so many non-affiliated tourists, adventurers, moneymakers, oligarchs, they
Yes, Tula,
What do you
my
think?
darling. You have done great things since you were small for this guild, and I will always be indebted to you for the things that you have done for us. I knew when I saw you when you were small.
Pleased enough with the peppering up.
Okay,
You do
alright,
this
alright.
every
You
time
caught
I-
me. You caught me. God forbid I, butter the goods before I ship them off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to send adventurers with the guild to go look for some magical cure.
Maybe we'll find it. What? That's not one.
Dula, I played this dance for your husband. I played this dance for you many moons ago. I am sorry truly to hear about your daughter. I'm not sending more people to their death. If you are going deep into the jungles, you're going to have to find your people another way. What about Birdfellow and his grung?
That is already. You are already on step 3 of my plan. Here is what I will say. The profits I will make, I will gladly split with you when I come back because we are friends. And I hope you remember that. And I turn and I walk out. And I'm just like.
You watch as it looks like he's about to say something, but the door closes behind you.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm out of here.
You hear pretty quickly after you've walked out into this main room, the door opens behind you as Tula walks out.
A friend of Pyrite is a friend of mine. Never got the chance to formally meet you. LP, pleasure to meet you.
Tulansi Olats.
Oh,
And
I
you
like
are
that.
from where are you from? Saudi? Ra? Here opposed?
You've never seen birdfolk, I will say, in the jungle.
That's why I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little confused, but if he's a member of the guild,
I've always found that where I'm from isn't as important as where I'm going. And for that's about as good as I can tell ya. I left that place for a reason.
I see. And so not.
I'm not a local, so to speak, but I have been here for a number of years.
Why?
Why does anyone come to the web? Glory, Mesro, searching for treasure or something worthwhile. Me, I just had a natural affinity for it, so I said, why not stay here?
What a lovely answer. What a lovely answer. Well, I heard about your issues with your payment. And I'm sure that Violet will be able to get you and your people checked out. Of course, I can talk to Violet and help you out.
You
But-
look over, Violet is sitting there with a knife and she's taking a knife and picking at her teeth.
Beyond sure, I'm not Violet. You look lovely today. I kiss her.
From across the bar, you look as you blow her a kiss, and she takes her dagger and she stabs it instead of catching it, and then eats it.
It's nice to know that everyone has that same kind of success rate with her. I've tried a couple times and it just never seems to go my way.
Oh no, this is just how she is. She is delightful. She's a lovely
Well, I'll
She
tell.
flashes you a very toothy grin.
yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I was speaking to a few of the people in the general area in the room, and I need to go close some deals on that front. If you can go talk to Violet and make sure that my crew gets paid, then I would be more than willing to assist you.
That's good. Sounds
All
good.
right.
Yeah, why not? And I'm gonna go saunter on over to my dear friend Violet.
And I make my way over to what is now 2 people, was originally just Prissy Pockets over here.
You two are still together?
Yeah.
Have you talked at all?
You finished talking and it just sat there for
I'm helping him
minutes.
dry his other sock.
But are you talking? Or is it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
silence? Is it just the squelch? I need to know if it's just the squelching noises of socks.
No, they were back on, so if it could be them snuffling.
We
it's
do-
We do
fine.
pause for the squelch.
Yeah.
To listen to it?
Yeah, we just gotta know how dry it is.
We've made another friend. Hell, my name's LP. What's your name?
They call me Turtle.
Turtle.
Yes.
Huh. And,
LP, like the letters? Or is it spelled E-L-P-E-E?
no, it's just the letters. What brings you to the web?
Just vibing.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, it's a check.
13.
27.
I was gonna say you guys know the drill. We have a homebrewed rule here, which is if someone makes an insight check, you can either roll a persuasion or a deception. Yeah, it's homebrewed. You can either roll a persuasion or a deception. Don't tell the table which, and just say the number So you rolled a 27?
Yep.
So,
So you can.
I mean,
Sure.
you
All
interpret
right.
with what you will with that.
Well, just vibing. I've never heard that as a reason for venturing into the web. This is hardly a place where people would say vibe, but I like your moxie already. I can tell we're going to be good pals on this journey. So I see that, I'm so sorry, what was your name?
Salazar Centaur.
Salazar Centaur, of course.
Pleasure meeting you, E.T.
Oh, it's LP.
Okay.
What does LP stand for?
Oh, well, I fear we have to get through at least 2 more conversations before that one, man. Come on.
Little penis.
Salazar and I, we were discussing before I had to do a quick business dealing. We were discussing potentially him joining up on my ship for a little bit of a venture into the web. And would you also like to be going into the web to, as you put it,
This is the
just
expert I
vibe?
told you about.
Ah, yeah, I saw. Yeah, I'll go.
Fantastic.
That was easy.
My fortune doubles every moment of passes. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. And then I look over and see if Violet has been sufficiently buttered up.
Yeah, you see Violet at the front desk as you approached, and she goes, "Oh, don't tell me that you are here for that parrot."
He is a strange person. I do not like him, but I have agreed to do this so that he will join my hunt.
Ah,
Please, for me, Violet.
I don't like those frogs.
I
don't
don't- you
like
know
those
I don't
frogs.
like
You watch as
them
she turns
either.
around and she goes like digging through drawers and pulling them open before she pulls out like a sack of gold and like slides it over on the counter. She goes, "Now that is more than they should be getting. They took forever. They complain whole time. They come back. They yell at my door. They charge in and they make mess with their little sticky feet. I charge for sticky feet."
Good.
She slides the money over.
What, remind me, what race is Violet?
Violet's a human.
She's just a human?
She's just a large human, yeah.
She's just a large human. You know what? She's been living here for so long. It doesn't even matter. That's Violet. That's Bestie.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like, I hate militaristic, pigmen. I call them frogs, but, they're strange little folks.
I like that.
Yes.
Pig.
They don't like when they call you that. They say, "No, we're green. We're frogs."
No, they don't like called frog either.
No, well.
No, I point and I
I
say,
hate it.
"Oh, don't call them toads either. They hate that one too. They hate that one too." Yes.
Good times.
Yes. Scar on eye
Scar on eye.
from toads.
Really?
No, they're not tall
I
enough
was
to do
gonna
that.
say, like,
No,
come on,
this
Violet.
this came from the lizard folk. No, they're not tall enough. But they wish with their big spears and pointy
Yeah.
spears to get me, and every single time I swat it away because they're so small.
They're so tiny.
They're so tiny.
Well, it has been so wonderful to talk to you, Violet. I
Yes.
hate coming down here, but it is nice to see you. It is.
It's not bad here.
Too
It's
many
not-
people. It stinks.
It's not as hot as in there. It's too hot in there. I don't like going into the forest. It's too hot.
Yeah, you're not built for it. You're furry. I'm gonna.
She's like looking at her arms.
Goodbye, Violet. And I walk away.
You've lost her completely in the furry thing, as she's like looking at her arms.
She's a human. You guys have hair. That's.
I like Violet.
Yeah, big fan of
Violet's
Violet.
cool.
Violet's okay. Yeah.
She's coming with.
Get her to the bastion
Send her to the
immediately.
bastion.
We have found her, well.
Hello.
Okay.
Um,
I have the grung money.
I will say, as you approach these two, you do see a human and a tiefling that have now joined LP. As your socks are back on, are your shoes back on?
Yeah.
Okay, socks and shoes are back on. As
he's like,
it does
"Are you
like
ridiculous? Of course they're back on."
it does vaguely smell like feet over here.
Okay.
I'm not wearing shoes, by the way. I don't know. if
You're
anybody
not
saw it.
wearing shoes?
Nah, this is the jungle, baby.
I'm wearing like sandal straps.
Great, fantastic.
I'm wearing boots.
I'm
How much
hurt.
snake are you?
Not a lot.
Okay,
I want
okay.
like physically.
How much
it doesn't.
snake are
I don't
you?
present.
Okay, okay.
Darby's like, I've always felt more spiritually snake-like.
It's technically I'm like a mix
Okay.
between Triton and human. Yanti.
Yeah, it's like Yanti, Triton. I do want you to know that somebody in the chat, quoting you, said, "I don't do that anymore," and then someone said, "She about to do that again, ain't she?" I just thought that was a funny
Yes,
chat.
she is.
Say, do you bring good tidings?
Yes, I got the money. It was easy.
Thank you very much.
Now is to my plan. Who are these? Are these your bold compatriots?
I just met these fools.
Yes, recently acquired. They are also on vacation, or as he put it, he's just vibing. And then this man, oh, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Salazar Centaur.
Salazar Centaur. Pleasure to meet you. Salazar Centaur. is looking for the lost city of Mesro. So,
Are you really?
I am.
You. I look around. You are enough. You are enough.
Why am I? Do tell.
Many people do not know this about the web. But it is very difficult to find the lost city of Mesro. Not impossible, certainly not. But you see, when you go into the lost city of Mesro, you would not want to come out. You would never come out. That is why you worry about the jungle. They are happy in the city, and I know how to get there.
then how'd you get out?
I live there.
In the lost city?
Yes,
I would believe her.
of course I do.
You can make LP. You can make an insight check. if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm sorry. That.
Can I deceive?
So you
Well,
can
you
either
roll
Or
whatever.
persuade.
you can persuade or deceive. Don't tell the table which.
Okay.
And just roll your roll and add your modifier, and then you roll insight against whether she's persuading or deceiving.
I got a fat 6.
Great. A 26.
Yes.
30.
Wow, LP.
What the bard?
Wow. So LP, you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Wait, because I said I'd believe her, can I give Darby advantage?
Yes, I will give her advantage for that because you're a native. I will give her advantage.
Damn. Same thing.
Same thing.
I did worse this time. I got a 4.
Okay, LP. So just succeeding on a deception or persuasion doesn't automatically persuade or deceive the listener. It just means that you cannot get a read as to whether
Yeah.
she is telling the truth or not. So you can still believe what you believe. You just truly cannot get a read on her.
I think there is just a general.
Yeah, you might not believe her, but you.
I have no
she-
way of disproving what she said.
There is no give. There is no twitch in her eye. There's no stutter in her words. She sounds extremely confident. She's hard to read. 30. For a moment there, as she says, "Oh, it's not impossible to find." There is part of you that's like, "Great. So this is a woman that at least knows the direction to go." But then she says, "Oh, I live there."
Lived up.
That lived there, and that's where you realize.
What really sets me off is that she said if you went there, you would never want to leave.
And then she said that she lives there. This is
Yeah.
true. So I will say,
Well, that's why I said if you people went there.
you hear that, just the discrepancy in her story, and there's just the slightest stutter on her saying that she lived there, almost like it was an addendum, trying to figure out, oh, she misstepped, she miscalculated in her first lie, and you catch it.
Well,
Well,
right.
I'm so glad to find another
This is-
expert.
The day
This
just
is
keeps getting
wonderful.
better.
This is fantastic news. Do you know any other experts?
Any other experts? I mean, we would have to go up into the forest to find some of. My people do not live down here. Those who live in the city, of course, are within the city. But most Yanti, most people in the Western Web, we live in little communities. So there are some shamans and woods witches who would be, and sorcerers, diviners, and whatnot who would be very helpful on our journey. But we would have to go further into the jungles to acquire them because, and you're not going to hear this from a lot of people, most people in this repose don't know what they're doing.
It's scary to think.
Really now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to find a real, true expert.
Yeah.
Experts.
Experts.
As you say that, you hear against the door as you hear the sounds and croaks of Frog.
I'll be right back.
Hello?
Vicky, calm down.
We'll
Vicky.
and we'll come with you.
Okay, honestly, that is not the worst idea. So,
As you begin
What was
to
your
make
name
your way
again?
out.
Tula.
Tula, nice to meet you. I'm Turco.
LP cracks open the door.
Okay,
With a U?
with a Y.
I have it right here.
As all of you begin to exit the guild hall with him, you, as you begin to take a step forward, get this splitting pain for a second in your core, and as you hear this whirring begin to sound, you have to stop for a moment. Does anyone have a passive perception of above a 20?
I have exactly a 20.
No.
You have exactly a 20. You pass by him, and you hear this small, like a whir sound for a moment, I will say with a 20 exactly, you probably don't necessarily know it's exactly coming from him, but you hear it. This is the first time that you hear this like sound for just a moment. As you continue to walk by, you feel as your core goes as it picks up, and suddenly you hear this voice in your head as it echoes loud, almost like splittingly. Your vision goes blurry for a second, and there's this moment where you feel that your mind is not your own, and you are not yourself. What does Austin, your character, want to say?
What?
I think with my hands wrapped around this core, squeezing it and driving this pain into you. Oh, I'm sorry. Does it hurt? Or have you forgotten that you're just flesh and bone? You're not a god. And now I'm trapped in here. So let's make a deal. Let's set this here. You get me out. Get me separated from you. Get us all separated from you. And I won't haunt your next again. How does that sound? Or I can keep squeezing and, try and throttle the life out of you.
You don't respond?
I don't respond to him.
Your vision goes blurry for a second, but eventually, as you begin to feel this squeeze around your core, you're squeezing and squeezing until this core that you're visioning, as you're seeing it, it disappears into your hands, and you fall forward for a second as you've lost the communication stick, just for a moment, as he's pushed you out of his head.
Immaterially, I hold my hands out like I'm holding a rifle, as I'm going to aim it around wildly before
You're just like pretend shooting
I
everywhere.
stow it. Haunting it is.
You take your first steps out into the last repose. As you're walking out, you see as Vicky is standing there, arms kind of like her arms are clasped around herself as she's like feverishly. Notice how I turned the English teacher. Feverishly tapping as her webbed feet are like smacking against the ground. As she looks and she goes, "Well."
Leave it right here.
Her tongue goes flying out of her mouth as it wraps around and goes to pull it out. Do you let it go?
Not the first time.
She pulls for a second and she stumbles forward.
Come on now, we're better than that.
No!
I'm sorry. What was that?
Uh-uh.
There we go. And I'll let go.
As you let go and it like hits her for a second as she takes it. Now, if I ever see you around these parts,
Don't act like
What
you don't
are
love me,
going to
babe.
do?
I was curious.
that was the end of the sentence.
Vicky,
Well, you.
Hop off, little toad. Your time is done.
Should we help her out?
Ooh, her?
Yeah.
Oh, me? I'm right here.
as
If we ever see her
as
again.
Tula says Toad, LP just goes, nope, and fades in the background. Like I'm behind Salazar. I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna go great.
I'm right here. Ooh, tofu. Oh, I see. Oh, the type of company that LP keeps around. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, you don't like LP?
I don't know.
You don't like that we don't like that you let everybody in?
You know, as soon as she sees that you're a Yonti, as you step into the light, you watch her, she goes, oh, my bad. Oh, hello.
Hop away.
We were just... Hop away. She says hop away as like, you watch as the grung begins to lead as they all like are like hopping, and you can see that blue grung kind of turns to you as she goes, you know, I'm sorry, LP, that this is what it came to. I'll see you around.
Hey, we'll always have 5 years ago when we first started going on trips together. Do you remember we fought that big beast?
That was my mom.
Oh, snap, I'm sorry. That's just, there's a brain recognition
you
thing.
keep doing that to me.
I'm
You
sorry.
think we all look alike? It's okay.
I mean, if there were other birds here, you would think I look like other birds.
She hops away. Everything I say about these wrong people, I'm gonna get slapped for you guys.
You gotta just get him out of the store real quick.
As they hop away.
I'll go
Wow,
in.
you're no better, huh?
They all look the same. They keep going in the place
And you want
trashing
them out of
up
the
whole
story, and
place.
you
They
want
keep
them out.
making loud noises and they're distracting.
Nobody like Grung.
I'm sorry.
Violet
What?
don't like
They
Grung.
keep calling them names that they don't like.
I just these particular girl. I would never go up to just an average Grom.
It's these ones.
Well, they're real. They were one getting in my way.
This is true.
Two, loud in public, guys. Like you're screaming,
In
making
public.
a scene. I'm just trying to get my money.
Tola,
Hmm?
I understand we are now attached through a business means. My boat that will get us into the web is in Sari, so if only for a few moments, you gotta just take what you have right there, gotta push it deep down, just for a little bit, because God help me, if we get there and you start popping off with every grung that you see, we're not gonna be able to get anything done.
You clearly do not understand.
I am very aware of the internal politics and the differences between the two cities, the two towns, two villages, whatever. At this point, we have a goal. It's get the boat, go into the fucking web. If you keep fucking with it, we're not gonna have the boat. We won't get you to the web.
No, I know you're lying. You said the two cities. But you are right. I will not be antagonistic to the Gron. I am a very good thief. I mean,
We're not stealing my
I
boat.
mean-
We're just
I-
getting on it. It's my boat.
sure. Right. Yes. Why is it all the way inside? How did you get here? Did you walk with the Gron? The whole
Yeah.
way?
Hey, there's no clear path up.
Oh, you're right. Of course there's.
I have lizard with me, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
will say, like, as you guys are having this conversation, a large green, right?
Blue.
A large blue reptile.
So, yeah.
Cyan reptile, thank you so much. Cyan reptile crawls out from the sack that is on the back of the tiefling and like sort of saddles up onto his shoulder and sort of like perks up like as soon as you've entered into the sun, he's bathing in the sun, eyes closed, as he's like swaying.
Oh, you got a crit of that, and I go like I gesture to smack it off his shoulder. What?
This is lizard.
Very well. So you get used to seeing critters here. Your first instinct is just like shoot.
I'm gonna kneel to the ground and just and dig my hand in and pull out like a clunk of dirt and grab a worm out of it.
Is it a Western web lizard?
I will
No?
say, make a history check.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Well, I guess I don't know.
is it
You're gonna have to roll. I have no idea.
18?
An 18.
I will also.
With an 18, I will say you're recognizing like it is a reptile of sorts, but it does look like a different color than the ones that you've normally seen, and it looks like it's not from probably this warm of a climate based on its coloring, and it's the way that its like scales are formed, probably
Yeah.
from somewhere along the coast for sure, but maybe more east side.
What is that?
This is lizard.
Can I look at him?
If lizard permits it, so.
You see as this lizard leans forward, like it's still like fully like, you know when you watch like a lizard like on a rock, like hitting the mermaid pose, the little mermaid pose, it's doing that, but you see as it leans, eyes still closed, a little forward.
My pat its head.
Make an animal handling for me.
No, I nat one.
No!
Check. Christian, please let me have the help action.
You watch.
Sure, yeah, I'll lean forward a little bit.
Okay, fine, alright, you can roll an advantage.
Okay,
You
that
watch as it like goes towards Tula, and then there's this like instinctual, almost like reptile, like sensing another reptile as
Yeah.
it like catches whiff of Tula also being a serpent folk, as it like leans forward, and then there's a second where it starts to lean back, and you're just like no. Like you know, when you're with your dog, and you're
Yeah.
like, no, they're
No,
friendly.
they're
Yeah.
normally so friendly.
Yeah, it's like no. You're like leaning forward. Would you roll?
Don't dirty one.
A dirty 20. You watch as you lean forward, and Lizard is like, he wouldn't put me in danger.
Yeah.
As he continues to lean forward, but you do watch an eye pop open.
This is an interesting creature. It would
How
be-
big is the lizard? I'm sorry. Is it Pascal from Tangled size? Or
No,
is
it's pretty big.
Is it like?
It's like bearded dragon size, right?
How big's a bearded dragon again?
No, like this.
Bearded dragons are that big.
Yeah, they're
Bearded
definitely not
dragons
that
are
big.
Bearded dragons are big.
They're. I would say I would give you this maybe.
I thought bearded dragons were big. What am I thinking of? Okay, bearded dragons are a lot
Like,
smaller
really
than I
big
thought, you
Yeah, I
guys.
was gonna say.
Komodo dragon.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Komodo dragons are
dragons.
like
Those are too big.
feet long, like 4 or 5 feet
I'm
long.
looking up foot-long lizards.
Okay,
Gila
Komodos
monster.
are too big.
He's like Pikachu sized. How
He's
about that?
Pikachu.
That's so disconcerting.
It's like a pretty big lizard, but it's like in between the size of a Komodo dragon and a bearded dragon.
A Gila monster.
Austin, fix music.
I am.
Oh, okay.
No, don't worry.
Wow, Komodo dragons are this big?
Yeah, they're
Yes,
huge.
mother.
That's why they're like a real problem in like Southeast Asia.
They're like dinosaurs.
8.5 feet long.
Yep. Bigger than Austin.
Speaking of, let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys, are you beginning your way into the jungle? Are you gonna begin walking?
Yeah, I think it's a good time to go.
Okay.
This sounds about right.
As you guys are heading out, the two of you would know that Sari is 1 day's journey from the last repose. Does anyone? I'll pull the map. Okay, is it back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are moving from the last repose over to Sari. You are not going deep into the jungle yet, so you're not going to be going along any of the rivers. In order to go through the rivers, they are deep and they're long and they're wide and they're fast. So you're going to need ships that are specifically built for the Western Web to get in for jungles, specifically like skiffs, to traverse that. You do know that LP just said that he has one, but for right now, you're not going to need anything to get to Sari specifically, which is on the coast, because you can just take, you can sort of coast along one of the major rivers that are on the very, very outskirts of the Western Web and walk there. It's 1 day's journey walking. If you guys are taking a pretty brisk pace, so you guys aren't, as long as you are not taking any moments to take too many breaks, or you're not taking any moments to, what was I going to say? Oh, to change your pace, like if you were doing stealth. So like if you're stealthing through or trying to be quiet, then you have to go to slow pace. So as long as you guys are going at a regular to a fast pace, it'll be a day. But you know you can get there. And I will say for a day's travel, the supplies that you guys have now will work. Especially you guys all have, I'm going to say, 1 pack's worth of supplies. If you want to argue that you have more packs worth of supplies, like for example, you have a certain amount of day supplies on your ship, we can talk about how much that would have cost and how many supplies you have, but we're going to be keeping track of supplies in this mini-series. So for a typical adventurer's pack and the supplies in an adventurer's pack, like rations, you guys have 1 day's worth of supplies, so that's going to be enough rations to feed you for 2 days. So like today, waking up tomorrow. So when you get to Sari, before you head out deeper into the jungle,
In terms of supplies, might I ask what you entail by that?
water
What
and
counts?
food, so it's rations for like edible supplies. So it's
MREs.
water and
It's MREs.
yeah. But like in D&D, there's a item called rations. So it's if you buy a certain amount of rations for a certain amount of days, that's how much food you have. Rations are like provincial, like that is like the bare bones that you need to survive.
Okay.
If you guys need something that's like heavier, or if you're using rations to like feed an animal that you meet, that's considered your rations gone for the day. And if I will say we have like a game rule, if you go more than 3 days, I'm gonna start giving you, without rations, I'm gonna start granting levels of exhaustion.
Well, isn't it just that like you don't get to take a long rest at that point?
Without a ration?
Yeah.
Is it that you get, right, it's exhaustion.
It's Baldur's Gate rules.
Yes, but that's why it's exhaustion, because you're not taking a long rest. Yes, correct.
Okay,
That's
cool,
what the
cool, cool.
exhaustion, yes, that's where the condition comes from.
I don't need to worry about that.
I will say, like,
I don't need to worry about that. It
Oh.
says that in my character sheet.
oh wait, yeah, you're right, you can't take
I
levels,
don't-
you can't take
I think
levels.
that would be
Don't
really
need that.
funny, him grabbing hold of the core and being like, "Eat, motherfucker, I'm dying!"
Yeah, this is true, you can't,
I'll need to. I'm good.
correct, okay. You guys begin to make your way into the jungle, as you do. Tula, you guys begin to leave the last repose and set off into this dense canopy that continues on to a fairly well-maintained trail, at least for right now, that leads to Sari. It's nothing too dangerous. This is something that, level 3 adventurer could make their way through. It's a clean path for the most part. Possibly there are a couple overgrown areas. As you guys begin to disappear off into the expanse, you hear a sort of like small, almost whistle that you hear, like sort of dance along the wind. And as you sort of turn around, you see leaning his massive shell against Pyrite's paw. You see Pyrite standing there as he sort of gives you a nod as he tosses you the coin of your last paycheck, and you look inside and you see that there is a small note in there, and you do also see there is a small coin that is not just a gold coin in there. So I will say you can add 525 pieces of gold, and that is the last check that you will ever receive from Pyrite.
Yeah. I'll probably become his co-owner with all my fucking riches. Idiot.
We're strengthened Nezro of everything it's got.
No! You idiot. I'm taking back my money.
Yeah, we're gonna strengthen Nezro for everything it's
Maybe I will.
got.
And you can head out behind them if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna as we walk, can I take a look?
You want to take a gander?
Yeah, I'll be in the back. Don't worry.
Don't worry about me.
LP.
LP
You know
is
the way.
far in front.
Yeah, he knows.
LP
the way.
is leading the charge.
Yeah, for that matter, what is the walking order?
I was gonna say, where do you want to go? Because I was gonna put you in front of me, and I was gonna stand in front of Tula.
So
you'd be second.
me,
I'm in the
Salazar,
middle?
Turtle.
We're both
Tula.
in the middle.
Okay, that's perfect.
There's only 4 of us so far.
Yeah.
In my aching pains. In my womb.
The voices.
You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Great, fantastic. So what is the walking order?
1, 2.
Oh, it's
3,
literally
4.
this, and you're in the back? Okay.
Well, technically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, 3.5.
How many weeks long?
At this point, 3 years.
It's one of those real late turns.
I'm sorry, what did you say you were doing?
Well, I want to look at the shit besides the gold that's in the.
Besides the gold? Yes. You pull out, there is a small, like, folded up note that you receive. And you see it is, like, this small little, like, labeled insignia. It looks like maybe you've seen these before. It's, like, insignias that allow you to get passage or anything like that on, like, letters of documentation that Pyrite will send off with his adventurers. There's this small little insignia at the bottom of this paper, but it looks like he ripped this off. So it's just the insignia, and you flip that paper over, and there's, like, a small note. So it's like he was grabbing paper that he had, ripped it off. So you do still have that sigil, but you turn it over, and you see there's just a small little words that says, "For your daughter." And you see the coin that came with that piece of paper. It is a bronze coin that's larger than the other coins, and you can see there is a large face on it with this almost like masked individual with these 2 sunken eyes, and it's almost like skeletal of a face. And then behind the face, these long spider-like legs coming out of her face.
Ah, Aresta.
You can take Aresta's coin.
Ooh. I flip it. As
You're
we
playing
walk.
with it? Fantastic.
I would like to say that as we begin our journey, I think Tula knows her shit, so LP is not even really trying to engage with her.
Oh, sure.
But specifically, he's not here right now, but Salazar, and he's right behind me, so LP is turning and like doing the backwards, that tour guide walk, like when you're getting like admission to a college, you're like, Western Web is a place that's constantly changing, so it's best to stay on our toes. Right here we can have, and I'm gonna name a plant, and
I'll roll for it.
yeah, I'm like, this right here.
Are you doing do you want to do theoretical biology?
Sure, I'll do theoretical biology.
Okay, yeah, you guys are like 5 minutes into this walk, and you point to this like large, overgrown plant, and it's green, but it's different from the others because these long, almost like spines of the plant have leaves that are jutting out in blue.
Now, a common misconception about this plant right here is that this is a dangerous hallucinogenic. That's actually not true. That's a different plant, and you can tell by the colour of the leaves. So, the colour of the leaves, if it was violet, that would be more dangerous. This one, however, if consumed, is actually quite delightful and provides a healing boost.
Do you want to roll theoretical biology?
Sure.
Roll theoretical biology. So
What
this
is-
is the first theoretical biology of the campaign. So it's making it was a con, I believe?
Yeah.
It's making a constitution roll against the creature's con. So this is essentially a rolled con.
12.
I rolled a d6. Alright, fuck, a d12. You rolled a 12?
Yeah.
I rolled a 17. For future notice, I'll roll above board, but I rolled a 17. So you point to that, and as you're looking over it, you realize, no, it's not quite blue in the way that you thought it was. It's blue, but there's still that green, almost turquoise tint to it, and you're pointing at the wrong plant. In fact, this is not the plant that gives healing abilities. You have no idea what this plant can do.
That plant causes diarrhea.
Tula from the back as she shouts that.
I didn't see the flecks of green. Natural laxative. Apologies, folks. Turns back around, continues walking.
Fantastic. As you guys are beginning to move on,
Can I pluck a leaf off of it? Or like a bulb?
fantastic.
Someone's gonna
Great.
shit themselves
Okay,
during this
yeah,
one.
you can take. Yeah, you can take that. Do you want to roll theoretical biology to see if that is actually what that plant
Yeah, I
does?
would love to do that, yes.
Fantastic.
So my con?
Yes.
16.
Damn, 19. That is not what that plant does, and we still don't know what that
Can I
plant
roll
does.
for
I
what it
was
does?
fucking with them.
Yeah,
It's a great die. That's all it is.
just like it dies well.
Yeah.
That's all.
What'd
it is,
you get?
though. That's all it
3.
is.
A 3.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 3. So I'm gonna say, I will say if you tie,
Oh,
because
it's a-
you are rolling.
It's my saving throw, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a saving throw?
No, it's not a saving throw.
Okay,
sorry.
so 6. I didn't add the modifier.
It's
Can
a
I
six,
make
sorry.
a theoretical biology to make it a saving throw?
No. So you rolled a 6?
Yeah.
So you succeed. I was gonna say on a tie you would succeed anyway, because even though it's attacker beats
Tie goes to runner.
a tie goes to roller, but you're technically rolling for something, so I'll give tie to you guys. So what did you say it is?
Just a good die.
It just dies close well.
And it's like you can grind it up. It's a good pigment.
It's a good pigment. Great. Okay, I see why you're saying that.
Yeah.
I see why you're saying that. Oh, fantastic. You take some?
Yeah.
As you're looking it over, you're like, yeah, you really aren't convinced that it could do either of those things, but you're like, as long as I don't ingest it, I
I'm
guess
not
it's
gonna
fine.
use this shit.
You take it, you pocket it.
Yep.
Okay, for this first stretch, somebody is going to be rolling a survival. The way that survival checks are going to work is whoever is leading the charge and whoever is taking up the caboose are both going to be making survival checks. The people that are not doing that are going to be able to aid in some way and give you a +1 modifier. If they can't come up with a convincing way to help you, they don't give you guys that +1 modifier. So helping can be anything from, I have, like an item of like endless decanter water so it keeps everyone hydrated or something like that, like endless decanter of water, there you go. So it like keeps you hydrated or something along those terms of like, if you can figure out how you would be helping the team survive, more so than pointing, I go that way, then I'll allow you to add a +1 modifier. So if you two have anything you'd like to help, otherwise you two are going to be making your survival checks to lead the charge. So you're protecting everyone from the back, you're protecting everyone from the front. It is a average of both of your guys's. What just happened?
You
She
put
grabbed
the
it.
wrong number. I didn't use my die, but I don't
Oh.
think that's how that works. So.
We have at the table what's called an oopsie roll. You have 2 for the entire session if you want to use an oopsie roll.
And that's just if I roll bad, right?
Oopsie rolls are supposed to be if you use like the wrong dice or it's wrong.
These are my tracking.
15.
14.
Okay, so average of a 14.5? Is that how that
And you
works?
round up to a 15.
And I would round up to a 15. So average of a 15. Awesome. Average of a 15. That is, for right now, a
Passing.
success. You guys are in the pretty easy territories. Anything above a 10 succeeds on the outer edges. So you guys are trekking just fine. It's about halfway through your trek. You guys begin to start to slow down, not necessarily out of fear. You guys are actually in a pretty good spot. But the heat is starting to get to you guys. Turtle, it's fine as you are a tiefling. Is anyone else resistant to fire damage? No. Okay. You begin to all feel that heat kind of begin to get to you. Even natives living here. You can start to hear as well as you get deeper into the jungle. There's the sounds of insects buzzing, and there's some songs from birds or creatures in the treetops. You can also hear howls of creatures you can't quite identify, deep out, echoing through, and you're approaching almost this crowded cathedral of trees that are all sort of circling each other, that are making what looks to be like a larger tree out of one, out of like multiple trunks. They're all almost like clumped together, and it's making not necessarily a building, but just like a pass that you can pass through. You have seen this before. It's just a way that signifies that you're getting close to Sari. It's whenever you get towards any of these trees that look almost man-made, you know that you're close to some kind of civilization. You'll find things like this getting closer and closer to cities. But you can embellish it however you'd like. It does almost like when you're passing through in the woods and you see those branches that people have knitted together. It's like that, except made out of these giant jungle tree trunks.
Well, most people would see this as a connection of many different trees. This is actually a species of megafauna. This is one consistent tree, and the root system comes down and creates the structure we see here. I actually like to think of it as it's actually a symbiosis. It's two hands interlocking between the people who inhabit this region and nature itself, because this area is, as we like to put it, alive and well.
Do you all pass underneath the tree?
Yeah. Can we roll for theoretical biology? Is this
Or would that just be like...
That would be me rolling for theoretical biology.
I don't think that's that's
it's
not
not
you.
biology,
That's just
that's
like
just-
I think that's just
fun
me
fact.
being really excited about this tree.
It's just, that is
Local
kind of just
legend.
that's just kind of how trees work.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like, it's like,
So I said a lot of words that meant nothing. Okay, I'm playing my character, right?
no, yeah, it's like, that's just kind of how trees work. You were like, yeah, there's a cool connection between humans and trees.
Humans.
And it's, or well, mortals and trees.
Humanoids.
Which is not, like,
Trees are
wrong, I guess. As you begin to pass over, or pass under this overpass, Turtle, you're in the middle of the group.
Yeah, you stepped into that circle of mushrooms, baby.
Yep.
You start to feel this roaring. And as this roaring starts to get louder and louder, you start to hear it again. And it's coming from behind you this time, and you remember hearing it in the guild, and you pass it off as the cracking of a fireplace. But you hear it again, and there's no fire around you, and it's coming from behind you.
He goes as if he's gonna hit that like turn and start telling stuff again, but it is turning intently just to see where the noise is coming from, but be inconspicuous about
Clock
it.
it coming right from Turtle. As Turtle, you start to have these heart
I'm
palpitations
just gonna
again.
I would like to say if he's actively.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah,
it's like, can we both insight check him? But
Sure,
since the fact that he looks, I already have a history of knowing about the whirring, and now I've kind of pinpointed the source.
Mhm.
Which one advantage?
Okay.
God fucking damn it, 7.
30.
Dirty 20. Roll
Fantastic.
your
I'm glad
persuasion
for-
or deception. If you're trying to hide this, or if you're
Yeah,
trying to.
would I roll stealth?
I mean,
I'm trying to hide it?
I would say persuasion is trying to convince them that you're fine,
Okay.
and deception is trying to deceive them that something else is happening.
I guess deception. I'll say it. Okay. What was it?
No, I'm not the one you gotta
Dirty
worry
20.
about.
Dirty 20? I got a 24.
Damn. 24, so you're passing it off.
I'm fine.
I'm whispering in the back of your head, you're an awful liar. And how long can you pass it off for?
There is a flashback
Oh, boy.
that needs to happen. 3 days before you made your way over to the Western Web.
Yep.
As you are sitting in this beautiful den of flowers, you can see there is a almost vine-like bush that has wrapped its way around your bedroom door as you see your beautiful fiance has waltzed in through the room, her fingers trailing against the walls, and the oak is splitting with these flowers and blooming vines as she is entering into the room, and her hands rest on the doorframe, and where her hands rest, it looks like vines are fully almost breaking through the wood. It's beautiful, except for the fact that she's breaking the door. And you watch as you're sort of intently looking at her. Her hands are not so gracefully placed against the doorframe as they are gripped
Oh, I think I know
against
what's
the
happening.
doorframe. As she looks over at you, as she says, "Oh, I am so glad to see you. You still look like that.
I've made preparations to leave.
Have you?" And you watch as she squeezes the door for a second as the vines are beginning, and like these flowers and blooms are beginning to like now sprout through you see like the door handle, as the door handle just splits open as a blossoming purple flower explodes from it. As you see pieces of metal just go ping, ding, ding, ding all around the room. As she goes, like she listens off as she goes, darling, when are you leaving?
3 days from now.
Okay. And I assume that you have a plan. You know where you're going. Have you thought of food? Have you thought of what you're bringing? Have you thought of who's taking you through? Have you thought of where you're going first? Or am I bringing you? Do you think I'm bringing you?
No.
Hmm. Do I look like I can bring you right now?
No, I will be getting there myself.
Because I know that you think that your wife is so powerful and so ancient that she knows everything. But do I look in a state to bring you right now as she places her hands on her belly?
You can rest. I will be there as soon as preparations are made on my end.
And who, by chance, are you going to find to help you through? Or are you going to walk in alone through the most dangerous territory? And I know that my beautiful little mortal is so powerful. But darling, I'm getting nervous for you. And what happens if you die?
That would not be good. I will find people.
What happens?
We must not discuss
Just tell me what happens.
it. Then things go bad.
What goes bad?
Like,
The kids go bad. Oh, they'll get so rotten if you go rotten. And what do you think I want least in this world right now?
exactly that.
For things to go rotten with our children.
I have a plan. I will reach the last repose.
Okay.
I will find adventurers, hopefully some
Ah, yes.
from the jungle,
Oh, okay.
as well as others to keep the mood light, as to not be stressful for me.
Alright, that's all I wanted. You watch as the vines begin to recede out from the walls as the bloom that had blossomed through the door handle rescinds and goes, and the door handle magically is back to where it was as the walls are magically, the planks that were out are like beginning to rearrange themselves as the entire wall has now gone back into position.
I love my wife!
That's all I wanted to hear. As she begins to turn. Oh! And also, I did you a little favor.
What favor?
5 years ago, I asked an adventurer to help you out. You'll find him.
Okay.
Look for some man with a pipe. Or boy. Or, I don't remember how long it's been. I don't know. How long does it take mortals to age?
Usually a year to get to the next stage in their life.
Okay. So 5 have gone by in his stages of life. So he's probably like what?
When did you meet him?
400? No. Oh, am I confused again on mortals?
It's a little difficult with mortals, especially with the time and how it flows here, but...
Oh, well, pish posh, 5
I'll
years
find
has
him.
gone by. Look for a man with a pipe.
Okay.
He'll show you the way. Don't worry, I've arranged safe passage. He has everything he'll, need and you'll need to get through.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, don't be so serious with me.
Yes, dear.
So mean. You're so mean to me, and I don't know why.
I made your breakfast, by the way.
Really?
It's downstairs.
Oh my god, no way.
Lots of omelets.
Thank you, darling. Oh. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. All right, well, I won't see you again, right?
Correct.
Bye-bye, my dear.
I will see you again.
If I see your face in 3 days and you're still red, I'll fucking kill you.
I love you too.
She begins to descend down the steps as every single wood that was out of place has now fixed itself, and you don't hear her footsteps as she walks away. You seemingly assume that she is flying.
Yeah.
As we are back to the present.
Okay.
As smoke billows into the air.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day for smoking.
Turtle.
Yeah.
This whirring inside your chest is getting louder and louder as you hear the machinery, and suddenly it feels like it's out of your chest again. And for a second, you think it's happening. You think you're losing control. And you look down at your hands instinctively, and you're waiting to see claws. You're waiting to see the ripping of skin, and nothing happens. And you begin to hit this pain in your core again as it sends you doubling over. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
15.
A 15. Okay. With a 15, I'm going to say you can have 24 points of damage.
Okay.
As this psychic damage goes like
So
straight,
total then?
yes, goes straight through your head, almost like a shockwave, and you realize that it is like almost like you're getting shocked, but it's happening internally. And you look down, and suddenly you're seeing this massive gaping hole in your chest with a core. All of you look, and you now see there's a hole that has opened up in Turtle, and you're seeing it's clean. You're not seeing organs. You're not seeing blood. You're not seeing bone. You're just seeing a giant mechanical core at his center. And as it whirs and whirs, you see this energy, this purple and blue light, begin to send fractals into the air as small pieces of crystal are shattering into these like small little refractions. All of you here make a history check for me. 14.
9.
9. You, I will say, have advantage on this.
26.
A 26. Actually, because of your history, I'll give you advantage on this as well. Because of what you would... Yes.
9.
Fantastic. You don't recognize what this substance is.
I'm coughing through smoke.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
An 18
26.
and a 26. Okay, you are coughing through the smoke. It distracts you as, like, you're struggling with these, like, whirring little crystals are distracting. Hardly able to, like, figure out what's going
The
on.
quality of this shit keeps going down and down and down.
As with an 18 and a 26. 18, though you don't quite place exactly what this core is or what you're looking for, there's this almost magic in the air that you do recognize. And being from a history of nobles, coming from a history of being around upper class, you've seen this before. This is residuum that is floating in the air. Small pieces of residuum that is breaking off of this core or being created by this core and now are flying in the air. Residuum is an intensely powerful... Do you know what it is?
Nope.
As Colin? Okay. Residuum is an intensely powerful stone that comes from something called white stone that you then are able to refine and purify, and it becomes a component for magic that is able to replace material components. Any material component can replace, or any residuum can replace any material component, even diamond. So if you needed to use a revivify spell, rather than having to rely on diamond, you could use even just the smallest crystal of residuum would be 500 gold worth of diamond. This is something that is talked about and traded within upper class circles. Sometimes it's used as drugs, other times it's used as magic enhancers, magic inhibitors, and a lot of the time it's used in magical artifacts to like get the purest form you can off of an enchantment.
And I just see a bunch of this really rare, super expensive stuff in the air.
Like in the air as this core is like generating it. And residuum is magic. It's pure magic. That's why it's able to replace magical components, because it just is part of the weave. It's like a physical part of the weave. So you're watching as this core is generating this magic, and you're seeing this residuum sort of float in the air as his core has just like fully opened up. With a 26, I don't think you know quite what residuum is.
No.
But with a history check of a 26 being a native to the web, you have seen something like this. This core, the shape of it, the way that it whirs, the way that it moves, the way that it thrums in the air, and the way that the magic is amplified around it, it looks familiar to you. You've seen depictions of this on giant stone murals, not like this, not mechanical and covered in gears and metal, but natural, made of natural plant. And you've seen murals on runes and stones that show hearts of the jungle. There's an ancient prophecy or legend in the Western Web that all of this is connected through, a natural being. That this is held together, or that the web looks like this because it was either some ancient dead god, or it was the creation of a god, and it's all alive. And there's been a lot of different, artistic depictions of this, but this gear, as it moves, it reminds you of one that you've seen in Raw on a mural that they displayed from an old rune that they found in the woods that they pulled into the city. Just the way that it beats reminds you of that. Like, it's the unnatural version of the things that you've heard about.
Blasphemy! Oh my god!
Yeah, as you see it whir, and as it does, all of you see a beam of light pour out, and then you see it stretch out, and a hologram of a humanoid appears before you all. Not just a hologram, but it's there, physically there. It's being shown through whatever this machine is and whatever the magic of this jungle is. You see this hologram appear of what is inside that core is now portrayed out of it. Do you want to describe your character?
I sure do. So, same as you. I'll start from the bottom and we'll go up. Wearing... They look like leather, but they are more metallic, blending into this frame. You see a Warforged with Pirate's uniform, these billowy brown pants, a long blue captain's coat, a mid body belt,
Mid-body?
mid-body belt,
A mid-body.
A flowy, nice silk shirt, a cravat that billows outward with this beautiful
Cravat.
white rolled up sleeves, another belt more tucked inside of the coat where you would see a holster for a handgun, a sort of like knight's armor looking face, and a blue hat with a few feathers sticking out of it, and in their hands is a long, more powerful than a musket. This thing could take down an elephant. Like, this is an elephant rifle, so to say. That engraved sort of like onto the butt of it, in like a very nice wood, is what appears to be a reaper's scythe that, on the length of the blade rests a small butterfly, and they are holding that in their hand, and they are just aiming straight at your head.
Athena, everybody.
I gotta stop smoking. Put the pipe away.
So,
I'm standing behind you.
as I said, want your kids. What will it be?
Second-hand high.
Well, it seems you're free now.
Yeah, and it seems you can actually talk.
Yeah, seems so.
I'm gonna shoot, like grazing past your hair.
Okay, can I make a roll not to flinch?
Make an intimidation check for me. Make an intimidation check for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a contested
I
intimidation.
was like,
Can I
can I
use
actually make a
my-
move to
use
move
my-
into the way of the bullet?
Thank you
Use
for the raid, by the way.
my dex for this rather than my charisma, because I'm using my sleight of hand. Like I'm using my hands and my ability to.
I said thank you for the raid.
Hello.
Can I make this a charisma saving throw instead of intimidation?
No.
I
Can
feel
I-
like
can
I feel
I-
like this is entirely a deception roll because he's trying to play off like it didn't affect
Yeah.
him.
I will allow this for deception.
Okay.
Can I use
You're
dex
welcome.
instead of strength? Because I like
LP
it's a
public
dexterous
attorney.
weapon.
I'll use this. I'll allow Dex. I'll allow
Okay.
Dex. You're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
using now your class's ability modifier, so who fucking cares at this
Yep.
point?
Okay, what'd you get? You shot first.
I got a natural 1 for a total of intimidation, a 6.
Well, I could have gone with my original roll. But with
What was your original roll?
My original
Was it a
roll-
natural one?
It was not. It was a 7 plus 5, so that would be an A12.
And what was yours? A
6.
I love the picture that you're shooting and you watch as the bullet like gets stuck for a second as you have a misfire and you're like, oh fuck shit, as it then fires into the ground with a natural 1, and for a second you flinched because you're realizing it hit the ground and not you, and you're like, oh my god, he's out of control, but you're like schooling it. You're schooling it. Neither of them have a great reaction to this.
Welcome back to the real world.
Yeah, thanks a lot, asshole.
It's not like I put you in here.
Oh, it's not like you weren't a part of putting me in here. From cage to cage is what I do
So
with you.
I don't know if you remember. Okay, everyone gets a story time. Everyone sit down. We're doing this in public now.
LP's like, I'll start making a campfire.
Guys, we can't just sit down.
Well, let's hold on. We're close. We just passed them. We're
Okay,
like, I would say we're like
First
an
off,
hour
you know,
outside
let's
the
get a
village.
little off the bat.
That's
First
what they
off,
get you.
I start taking my boots off.
died.
That's
Oh,
what
and
you
who
get.
died?
Oh,
Say-
boo!
Oh, you know what? Who
You
died first?
died.
Who died first?
I don't think we were getting
He
much
died first, he
story.
died harder.
Oh, so it's a contest? Do you want one of your kids to die?
Oh well, I don't know. How about this? Let's think logistically.
Oh,
here.
it
Aren't
seems
you a
like-
computer?
it seems like
Aren't
you're-
you a computer? Aren't you supposed to think in numbers?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the arm.
Make a check. Or
Since
make
I
a attack.
missed with the first
Oh,
roll, I do
okay.
have advantage on this attack.
Is there anything that you guys want to do as he goes to make an attack roll?
I'm just gonna like. Yeah, wait. What can I do? 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, I rolled pretty well.
I'm gonna pull out my flute.
And you just start.
The flute has to sound like that the rest of the time.
Awesome. What did you roll?
29.
29.
Does that hit it? What's your AC?
Yeah, that's a hit. That hits.
What's your
Okay.
AC?
19.
Yeah, that hits.
10, 9. I won't choose to re-roll that. That's going to be 26 points of damage.
Okay.
26.
Could I have casted shield?
Would that help
No.
you? It wouldn't help you. But you'd still be at.
26.
26 points.
Okay.
Can I make another action?
I will say, like, with that flute, you cock the gun, and as you go to shoot again, you hear this, like, flute sound as you turn, and you see this, serpent-like folk.
Forgive me. Killed me once before, put me in a cage.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him as he's saying that.
Make an attack.
LP is just the cold blooded really stick together.
We're just passive his.
Yeah, we're just passing it back. Like as this is happening, we're just like
The
these fucking kids.
21.
He hits it.
21.
Yeah. There's nothing in it right now.
There's nothing in it. Okay,
This is standard.
fantastic.
I'll let you know.
I'm gonna, as I'm playing my flute, I'm gonna chuck my owl bear plushie at Turtle, and as it hits him, it's not gonna do damage, but it is gonna let out a hoot and say, "You've got a personality any bard would celebrate in song," and it does nothing.
What is it?
If I
Freaking
attack you, then
owl
I
bear
have
plushie.
advantage.
That's so
Why?
cute.
My gun.
It's a
Really?
If I roll a natural
nothing.
15 or
So
above,
I
I have advantage
So
on
great.
my next attack against the same
What a
target.
great way to get bardic.
It just has owl bones.
Yeah,
That's
my
so
daughters.
cute.
What happened?
Oh, I chucked my my little owl bear plushie, which
Okay.
soothes those with a broken heart. I chucked it at you to hopefully distract you or calm you down. As I'm fluting to him, and it just as it hit you, it's gonna go hoot and then say, "You've got a personality any bard would celebrate in song." Is it false?
Can you make
So does that distract you?
Can you make a charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
And was that a hit, by the way?
For the 21?
That Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast goes.
Okay, so it was a 22 for Christmas saving throw.
Okay. Is there
Can I
Can
say
make a
rather than
charisma
it?
saving
Well,
throw?
what?
I was gonna say rather than him just marking like 26 points of damage, can it just more be like flavor-wise he gets shot in the arm?
No, you shoot him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with 2 more of my Eldritch Blasts because it's 3.
Okay.
All right.
This owlbear plushie hits you in the head, and Turtle, there's this
17.
second.
Miss.
There's this second where you like feel almost this daze come about you, where you're like, "What am I doing?" And then you come back to yourself, and you're like, "No, fuck this guy."
I tried. I'm gonna go hit the fight.
It's clear they have something to resolve, so we're just gonna let this play out.
I deal 29 points of damage and push you 20 feet back.
You watch as Angkor or as Gamma goes flying back in the dirt. These dirt mark streaks go like. I mean, it fully leaves a trail as he hits a tree behind him.
They don't know his
Dunk.
name yet.
Why are you even mad? It's not like you lost anything
You
in
just
this.
shot my damn arm.
Oh, boo-hoo. Are you gonna get big and angry?
They're yelling
Lose
from
another
20
one of your
feet away
kids?
now.
What? Oh.
Shouting from 20 feet away now.
What?
First off, okay, no, we're going back to this
I would
now.
like to.
I'm trying to get you out of
At
here.
this point,
Remember the whole reason I'm
pack
here
some
in the
into the
first
pipe.
place?
No, I don't, because you don't really talk to me.
Oh, well,
or
maybe you can put 2 and
communicate.
2 together. I don't know. Maybe you, once again, robot.
Again,
Put
in a
it to your
prison
brain.
cell, a cage.
Oh, a cage of your own creation, isn't that right?
Cage of your creation.
I
You're
didn't
the one
make
who put,
nothing. They put
all
you-
of us in here.
They put you in me. I think you're forgetting that. I don't want you in
I'm
here.
not forgetting that. I wasn't there.
Didn't you shoot me? So you.
How does that relate, idiot?
Because first off, you're the idiot.
As
What
this-
was he saying?
As this is happening, you were doing what?
I'm packing the pipe with some. Which one is it? Is it brown or blue? Which one's extended?
The extended.
Oh,
It's
you're
up to
doing
you.
you're doing sued? We're doing sued out in the open?
Oh, you recognize it just from saying brown and
Yeah,
blue?
I love my magical drugs.
Is this brown or is it blue? Which one am I doing?
To extend it, that's brown.
Okay, so I pack a little bit of brown in there.
Mm-hmm.
Take a hit. I billow it out to hit both of them with suggestion,
Great.
and
You
it
watch
is.
the smoke just blows in your face like the caterpillar from
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
20 feet apart.
Yeah, that's why I did extended. All right, folks, you gotten your licks in. Everybody, calm down. You can tell us what's happening, or shut up about it.
Are you making saving throws, or do you just let it
I don't
succeed?
know.
I'll let it fail.
You let it fail?
Yeah, I'll let it fail.
You both feel this calm wash over you as you inhale the smoke.
I'm
Wait,
gonna lay on
in
hands
fairness, I have to roll a
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
con save.
For yourself.
Well, yeah, it's
I think
anytime I
it's-
take a hit from it.
Yeah, he takes a shit ton of psychic damage.
If it hits. It's
Well, no, it's if-
so it's start base 1 is I have to get above a 10.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
and
it
then
builds, it
every
builds.
hit within a subsequent hour, it
Yes,
adds
that's what
1
it
to the
is.
save.
Mhm. I love that drag.
13. So I'm cool.
You're fine.
Because I've just been hitting regular, like I
Yeah.
said. So I hit that and I'm like, we all properly calm down right now. Clearly, there's a lot to your story that none of us are privy to, so you kind of just hurling insults that doesn't mean anything to us. You came out of him, but you don't want him inside of you in a real sense, or is it more like a metaphysical, spiritual?
Both.
Fucking in the woods. Right. Well,
Oh, I'm happy. This is awesome.
I know it won't come as a surprise to many of you that at least I don't know how this is for
I'm
you,
gonna lay on hands
Salazar,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna
me,
do a
You both healing
second
yourself?
wind.
yeah,
Right.
me and Tula, you have no idea what's going on from a technological standpoint, correct?
It is
Bummer.
This is
the
not
most horrific thing I've ever
exactly
seen.
fantastic. So, if we're gonna discuss it, I do agree with Tula. I think it's good that we get into town and then we can discuss it in a place where we're not out in the open.
Yes.
But I think that are you here permanently? You're not gonna ascend to back inside of him or to a higher realm or whatever.
Please don't
Again.
go back inside of him.
Again, if I go back inside of him, I will hunt.
But you're not, and it's not a concern for you right now that you will go back in there. You are currently outside. You are separated.
As far as I'm aware.
Fantastic. So,
I
with
just
that,
blasted him.
cool.
I
Wonderful.
just shot him.
Love everything that's happening for you two. You're really getting a lot of it resolved. Let's continue this resolution and find a peaceful middle ground in the village. Because the longer we stay out here, the worse we'll be off.
Nope. I was
Someone
testing
was
if
already
it-
Take a picture.
You're gonna, you're gonna get it soon anyway. I was seeing if it opens. Guys, it opens. It never opens on that screen.
I can agree with that. We find a bar.
Fantastic. We're about an hour away, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Totally.
And
On a double.
as we're heading out, names, so I know who's who.
Ah, well.
Now he wants to.
Yeah, names after all that to
I
happen.
mean, isn't that what they say? Shoot first, take names later?
I'm not. I don't use a sword. I'm not familiar with firearms and
Ah, well.
associated statements. Salazar Centaur. There we go. Perfect.
Gamma, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
And then I am LP.
LP, and you are?
You are an abomination.
I get that a lot,
How did you get out of his stomach? Like
That is a
We can
question
discuss
for
that
the
over a
road.
drink.
Oh, that's the best thing this man said all day. I hand him a
I-
flask.
I'm afraid of you. I'm gonna
That's
keep
all
walking
right.
away. I'm just gonna walk towards the
Afraid
door.
of you is what I will call you. I'm gonna saddle up next to you.
Okay.
So why are we, like as we're walking?
Yeah.
So why are you
Did
even
you show
mad?
the image?
Oh no, I didn't.
Show
I
the
forgot.
image of your
I forgot.
He does have character.
I do.
I drew that. I didn't draw that. I did not
I
draw
got a commission.
I can show them over here.
As we were walking on our way to Pasare,
See how useful this is?
so why are you even mad?
Maybe because you shot my arm.
Before that, you were mad.
Yeah, because then you started talking about how you were gonna shoot my arm.
Okay,
That's
naturally. But we went for weeks. We could have had a very nice thing. Here's how it went from my perspective. You show up, my beautiful home. I let you in. I
There has
show
been
you
a time.
around, introduce you to our guests, And then minutes later, you disappear. My home's in ruins. And then I'm trapped.
We can discuss this over a drink.
It does. We sure can. But it doesn't answer the question. Hostile off the bat. You don't talk to me.
You were hostile to me too. So if you want to act like a child, I'm going to treat you like a child.
Newsflash. I sort of am a child.
Well,
I am 7 years old.
well, happy leap year, okay?
We had a mana inside you?
What?
I'm not a part of this, sorry. LP's up front, just being like...
Or technically, I
Chinese
mean,
compass.
if you address the, earlier years, I don't really know, or the fact that,
The
I'm
400 years, wasn't it?
I was getting there, I am sort of a fragment of an old man, but whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm good friends with that one.
Yeah, another one of the idiots who trapped me in you.
Yeah, actually, never mind. We're over a drink. Let's just keep walking.
Well, alright.
You begin to fall in tow behind the rest of your new compatriots as you guys walk for about another hour, as LP said, before eventually you begin to see the sun set. As it does, you eventually begin to see in the distance an expanse of blue as the canopy is starting to thin out, and you're able to see light begin to pour in from some of the spots in the trees, as it was dim but still bright. But now you're beginning to see the sun set over a large expanse of water. And before you, a town begins to emerge. You can see this quaint little village hugs an idyllic coast of what appears to be a dock town. Perched over the lapping turquoise waves, you can see standing on stilts wooden docks that all harbor some kind of patchwork made thatched roof houses. They're all scrambly in a way, or they are patchwork is a better word. You can see they have hay roofs, though some of them do have wooden slats, and you can see the dock extends outward by which all manner of different cargo ships sit. You can see boats are bobbing lazily in the water, while there are some fishing nets that get cast out into a small looking bay. And you can also see all manner of creature. Not just grung, though there is a majority of grung are walking along these docks. You can see there's humans and a couple different, not quite as exotic looking as Tula, but there is what appears to be possibly some, I keep forgetting the name of this race, of,
Yanti?
no, not Yanti.
Right.
Triton, thank you. Some Triton, some blue fish people that are making their way across the docks, that are helping load in, that are in the water helping load in some of the shipment. And as you see these, dock hands and dock workers are making their last rounds for the night as the setting sun is beginning to finalize the workday. You approach. Sorry. It's small. And the smell hits you immediately as you walk in, as it begins to waft in the smell of fish and the smell of dock workers. And you probably haven't been in a fishing town, have you?
I don't know. Is there anything better?
As you walk in.
It's a beautiful place.
This brings me home.
Are you
This place is repulsive.
from around here?
We'll go to the tavern.
Very well.
You begin to make your way in. You're heading your way just into the local tavern.
I think
I think it should be up to Tula or you. I don't know.
I would say that sorry falls more under my
You are more.
Jurisdiction?
I don't go into sorry
exactly.
bars.
That's why I think I got a house that we can go to that I know will at least give us a place to not be out in the streets. And I take us to Griff's house.
You're going to. Okay. You're going to Griff's house?
Yep.
Okay. Should have expected you to go to Griff's house. Here, I will get you guys up a map of. Sorry. Okay. As you immediately see the main central area, like the central square. Here we go. Okay. As you walk in, you're making your way over to. Oh, it's okay. I see who this is. You all begin to see as LP begins to navigate his way through the different planks and boardwalks of this area. The water below you it's not quite rapid, but you do see as small skiffs and fishing boats are making their way through. The water is also moving at a pretty fast rate. You notice that some of the Triton in the water, they're the only people that are anywhere near the water. You can see the grungs. There are a few grungs that are technically in the water, but they are standing on these massive wooden stilts, and they're using these stilts to navigate so that they never actually touch the water for some reason. Whether it's because it's moving too fast for them and they're concerned, or for any manner of reason. But you can see as they're stilt walking their way through, a lot of them are in boats as well, gathering up fish for the day. You get brought over to this larger house at the very end of the village. It's a small hut. Oh, hello.
Hello, Jester.
It's a small hut. Okay, it's the one. It's a small hut that seems to be filled with all manner of supplies. You can see that there is a large fishing hook that is dangling from the outside window, and as you peer into the window, there's no glass. It's just a basically hole in the wall. You can see there is what appears to be a very quaint, cozy interior that is absolutely decked out with nets and fishing supplies. And there are, as you're kind of peering in, also all manner of odd-looking weapons. And there's at the very end also this large, too large for a grung, I've forgotten the word.
Harpoon gun?
Harpoon gun. There's a large harpoon gun also hanging from the end. And as you're like peering in, as you're approaching this hut towards the end of the village, a sudden face appears in the window of a larger green grung. Green grung? Is a larger... Did you? He was
Nope.
an artisan, right?
I didn't. I only told you who he was. I didn't tell you anything about him.
Okay.
I left that to you.
Yeah, okay. He's an artisan. So you see a blue face sort of appear in your like direction as hello?
Great!
Ah! It is you!
Yes, right as rain as always. How are you, Dan?
He like grabs onto his windowsill and swings himself out of his window onto the front dock. And you brought friends!
Yes, friends. Absolutely. Everybody here likes each other. That's very important, and we should all make note of that.
I like him.
You like him
Hole in
specifically?
his chest.
Hole in the chest.
I like that. Hole in your chest.
I'll get it patched up soon.
We store wood chips in there for the birds.
That isn't a joke about me.
There's a little bit of a joke about him.
I don't get it. I don't
Anyway.
get it. You're the only bird I see.
Fantastic.
Well?
Would you believe it? My crew walked out on me. Again.
Not Vicky.
Vicky, she led the charge.
I
But Sandra
told
was
you,
also
Vicky.
a big part.
I told you when I looked at her, I said, you know what I said about Vicky? You know what I said?
I remember what you said about Vicky. Yes, I remember
I
what you
said, and do you remember what I said?
You said, oh, you're going to regret this one day. And here I am, one day regretting it.
Glad
That's
you
why you're
remembered.
wise.
I didn't remember what I said. I'm glad you remembered.
I have a really good memory when it
You
comes
wait,
to...
you write that down. You're gonna need that later. Yeah, find a pen.
I am going to print it out right as he pulls out a pen and begins to write it down.
Oh, the
Yeah.
robot functions.
Okay, Chestle.
I like that one too. Weird. Weird. You don't see stuff like that coming in very often. Well, more often now. Am I right?
Well, I mean, it's the web. There's everything down here.
No, there's not. We get very few shipments here that aren't related to the things that we're sending out.
I mean, what's in the web, but...
They
Right.
don't send us materials very much.
We,
Causes quite the stir. We're running out, you know, and you know what I said? You know what I said? I said.
Well, you were talking about, you said, we gotta ease the tensions between the neighboring villages or else both are gonna be at risk of getting completely wiped out.
I'm so brilliant. I definitely said that. You write that down. You think about it.
And I'm going to print it out right as he begins
Okay.
writing it down.
Fantastic. Well, Griff, here's the thing. we are coming from the last repose. That's where I kind of found my compatriots.
Ah,
And we are just
never
looking...
been.
What?
I said never been.
Not much there with telling, honestly.
I can bring you a mug next time we pass through.
I knew I liked you.
And we are just looking for a place. Obviously, I have my boat here, but we won't be leaving into the web until earlier on in the morning.
Into the web.
Yeah.
You watch as he like crouches down into the web.
Well, you know, into the web, into the web.
No, I don't know into the web.
Well,
What do you mean
you only
into the
said it once. You gotta say into the web, into the web.
No, what do you mean into the web, into the web?
Like, we're going into the web, into the web.
No.
Like, there's going into the web once, and then there's going into the web, which is twice. So, like, there's like 4 or 5
LJ,
states.
why are you going into the web?
Who?
LJ.
LP.
Oh.
It's okay, I know you're not good. Yeah.
And I said, you know what I said, you know what I said?
You said, I'm never going to remember your name. It's not because I
I
don't
said
love you.
that.
It's just because, you
I
know,
like that
the
too.
language translation, the barrier is really hard.
Oh, he's catching on, he's catching on. You know what? I'll give you my next boat.
Thank you.
Well, we have a boat as of right now, so we don't need to worry about that.
And whose boat was that?
It was your boat.
It was my boat.
Absolutely. You gave me a full boat.
Boat.
It's a pretty good day.
And you know what I said, you know what I said?
I know exactly what you said. Here's a boat.
He said, here's a boat.
Did he really say all that?
Yes. As you can see, Griff is very eloquent and he has a phenomenal memory.
His name's Griff.
His name is well.
You know,
his
I know
name
a
is
Griffin and another Griffin.
Technically.
Oh, Griffin's Griffin. I've heard about that.
Technically-
And
Yes,
now I'm
yes,
glad
yes.
that there's a Griff as well.
I hope Griffin is doing well.
I didn't name him!
I think it's important to note out that his name is not actually Griff. It's just that when we
That's just what JP tells me.
when we first met, I did not know the language very well.
So
I couldn't-
you named him Griff.
I could not articulate his name in a way that was effective, and then when he said it, it sounded like Griff, and I kind of just ran with that.
Now I'm gonna look at Gamma and be like,
Well,
And you know what my name is?
what is your name?
Alright?
Hooray.
I'm gonna look back over at you like with a hand over my mouth, putting the dots together of how this name got formed.
well, is that alright if we come inside for a little chat, and then also to just gear up?
Inside. All of you.
Yes.
He looks at his very small hut. Yeah!
Sweet.
Just make our way in.
I will say, anyone that is over 6 feet tall, you're going to have to duck, and
Raise
you're
your
going
hand.
to have to stay ducked the entire time you're in here.
I
What's-
take my shoes off.
What's your height?
I'm 5'9" and
I'm
shoes.
5'11", baby.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna report.
Or without shoes.
It's just Turtle and I.
You take your shoes off, and he like hops on over, and he hops up onto this like little counter. And as he does, you can see he like climbs over it, and you can see climbs. He climbs over it, and he disappears behind a counter, and he comes back up with a bunch of cups as he begins passing it out. And you know what they call my hut? You know what they call my hut?
They call it the drinking hut.
They call it the drinking hut. And he begins to pass out drinks to all of you guys. Now, what do you want to drink? What do you want to drink?
Do you have the green grub?
I'll find something green if it's gonna be grub.
Beautiful.
You got a snake.
There's
in
battle
my
music
hut.
because we're about to fight.
What's,
I just want
what's
to
a
know.
good drink?
You got a snake in my hut.
To be fair, I never.
Yeah, change this.
I specifically,
Oh, sorry.
I specifically asked if we could all enter. I never said specifically, can I bring a snake in here? So, if anything, you just allowed all peoples in, and I did not. Griff, I thought you were one of the progressive ones.
It's vampire rules.
I would like to. I'm gonna cast a spell.
If you don't eat me, I'll give you something to eat.
I will not eat you.
And I'll give you something to eat. What do you want to eat? What do you eat?
Whatever you
He
eat.
disappears behind the counter, and he pulls out just a live fish. As it's flopping around, it's goes. Do you want it? Do you like fully chomp into it? You bite its head off, and he looks at you as he goes, I like that one. And what do I say? What do I always say about that one?
If they bite the head off the fish, the snake is alright.
Never bite the head off of a snake, but bite a snake off of a head, and yeah, give him a fish. A fish.
I can see that you started drinking with us.
Ah.
Alright. Well,
stop,
like I
stop.
said, we're here specifically. We're gonna be getting some supplies, even just being around the web at all. You need to have enough stuff going on.
I can give you supplies.
Fantastic.
I can give you supplies. What are you looking
Is my nook still as you left it?
for? Your milk.
Nook.
Oh. Yeah.
Perfect. And then I turn, because it is one room, I turn to a corner that has not been previously acknowledged, and there's just a super small bedroll,
Oh yeah.
and just like a little, just like little fucking trinkets, and I'm just going through it, and I'm like, did you move my stuff?
What was your stuff and what was my stuff?
Well, I guess that is a fair point. Most of my stuff was your stuff at one point. Well, either way,
Oh. Oh. Are you looking for your other hat?
I mean, my other hat, I would like to have it, because sometimes, depending on if I'm wearing the cloak or not, then it's like, I don't want the colors.
I gave that to Grandma Kurt.
Oh, not Kate. She's gonna make it smell bad.
Well, she looked lovely today in it.
I don't doubt it. It's a very flattering hat for her skin tone.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll try and get that back tomorrow in the
Hey.
morning.
I'll get you a hat one day too. You want one right now?
Damn, you're
Uh,
getting,
well,
you're getting a
I've-
hat, he's getting a boat? That's unfair.
I've got a hat already, Lunch. Why don't we do a trade? I don't have a boat.
Trade for your hat.
But you couldn't trade me for my hat.
A hat.
Can I see the hat?
Yep. He goes under his desk again, and you hear like hobbling together as he comes back up, and you can see this wide-brimmed fishing hat as he goes. It's got a giant, what looks to be feather that's sticking out of it, which doesn't quite fit, but then there's on the other side like a patchwork of a net on it as well, and right on the front you can see embroidery of a giant trout.
Tempting offer, I can tell you that. What if?
And he goes to place it on Tula's head.
And she looks lovely at the hat. You know what they always say?
And I know what they always say.
They sure do. Mm-hmm.
Give a snake a hat.
Snake's got the hat.
Keeps the fish away.
Yep, that's what they say.
You're back into the
You've
fish.
just been chowing down on the fish.
Yeah. Well,
I knew I'd like this one. I
What'd you
remember.
need in here?
Remember.
Do you have? Where do we buy it? Where can I buy supplies?
We're looking for rations.
supplies.
You are a supply guy.
You know what they call this? Yeah, you know what they always call this hut?
If they're not calling it the drinking hut, they're calling it the supply hut.
That's what they call it.
Well,
What do you need?
how much do your ration packs go for?
How much? How much? She's asking how much.
Yeah.
And you know what I always say, and you know what I always say.
You don't ask about the prices.
You don't ask about the prices. I always say that.
Why not?
Is it bartering?
Okay, it
And
is
you know what
free.
I always say? You do something for me, I do something for you. And you know what I always say? What do you give me? What
I
do you give
have
me?
given you. I have not eaten you.
Oh, she's good. She's good. Okay, how many rations do you need?
I can give you a mouse.
Nope.
I can give you a bat.
Let's talk.
Well, 3 bats. I give you 3 bats for 3 rations.
Where'd you get a bat? It's not one of those weird bats. It's not
No,
one of those
the-
weird bats that come with the mouth.
The bats
No, it's
actually
frozen.
live inside the hole.
It's a cave.
Bat cave.
Is it? Can I look in it?
You can take a peek, but I don't know if you'll see the bats.
Can I look in it?
It's very dark in there.
He like sticks his head into your torso. Ah! He pulls his head back out. Smells weird in there. Smells weird in there.
Why did they do that?
Because you like me. And for that, I'll give you 1 ration, because you know what I always say.
Thank you.
Stick a
Head
head.
in the hole is a ration in the belly.
Head in the hole is ration in the belly. That's what I
Wow,
always
it's
say.
like you've been
I
you
stick
live with
my
him your
head
whole
in
life.
this hole.
In the hole?
Heard red books
I mean,
about.
as you like
that type.
reach towards this core, it's almost like this invisible force that you begin to feel, and you realize that you could theoretically touch the core, but there's something like a barrier in the way. And you realize as you're looking at it, you don't think that this core is physically there. You think that this is a representation of something else that is like inside of him. Like you don't think that he is actually a automaton of the core inside of him. Whatever this hole is, it's not actually reaching inside of him.
Oh.
This is almost like you are looking at like a 3D movie with 3D glasses. Like you're seeing that 3D aspect, but you don't think it's actually there.
Huh. I don't want to put my head in there.
Oh.
It is.
But you know what they say? Snake in the hut is a dead frog.
That is what they say.
That actually is one that gets said quite often here.
If
Can I
you
try and
give
put my mage
rations, I
hand
will
through it?
leave.
Put your mage, yeah, I will say, put your mage hand through it.
Yeah.
You guys can
What?
ask first, but
Consent is important.
What is the School of Magic for Mage Hand?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. You watch as you begin to Mage Hand, and as soon as you do, your spell dissipates. As you watch these tiny little fractals go scattering all across, and you've created like a rainfall. As you watch as Griff goes, wow, I like you. You make it rain in here. You make it rain. You know what I always say? Rain in the hut is bad because then there's a hole in the ceiling. Everyone look at the ceiling.
Oh, you got it patched.
Ah? You always notice the nice things I do for you. Okay, all right, that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rations.
We're gonna need a bit more than 5. I would say like 5 for each person.
Okay. Oh. So like 12.
No, so 25 rations.
Well, you know what they always say.
25's a deal.
Well,
I don't have
25 is a
25.
discount.
what about
You always say that.
what about if we
Okay.
could
25
do,
for 25.
what if we could do 20? Seems like a fair amount. It's not
I
25.
have 12.
You have 12. Did you sell some off?
I'm one man in my hut and my boy's gone. Who am I feeding? You know what they always say? One fat frog's nobody.
I have heard that one.
Honestly, I think I like Griff more than Violet.
You know what they always say? Don't eat the violet flowers.
None.
Because they don't give you superpowers.
But nobody says that.
I've never.
I've heard
I'm gonna be honest, mate.
say that.
Nobody has ever said
I've
that.
also never
Definitely
heard
heard
that
that
one.
one.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take the 12, and then we'll try and barter for whatever else we'll need in town.
Well, 12 is because she's a snake. Well, 6 is because she's a snake in my hut. 6 is because you let me put his head in a hole.
Yep.
My head in a hole.
Put your head in my hole.
What else do you need? I have this fine looking piece of metal right behind me. You watch as this giant harpoon gun is newly shined, hanging at the very back of his desk. As you can see, this was not here before.
I was gonna ask about that. Where did you get it from?
I found it lying by the end of the docks on the south side.
South side. And
Going-
was it attached to any sort of wreckage or?
No, it was just attached, well, probably to a body at some point.
Does it do anything or?
Yeah, watch
Okay.
this. And you watch as he takes it down, as it's like the size of him, as he goes, and now you just need to make sure that this lever's off, and you watch as this harpoon gun blasts off into the ceiling, right into the patch, as you watch as the patch comes down, as it rains down. Oh. And you know what they say, right in the hut means that the hole's still there.
Indeed. Can I use my owlbear? My plushie actually does have one charge.
Yeah.
It has two. One is for mending and one is for calm emotions.
I did know it had calm emotions, that's why I made him roll the check.
It also has mending.
And you're gonna mend it? You just like pull the little string
Yeah.
on your owlbear?
Yeah, what's it gonna say?
Where is mine? Hold on.
Roll it in.
Hold on, I have this. Hold on.
I don't know where it went to.
It's in the car. I have a little plushie with a little
Aw.
string that you pull, and it like vibrates.
It says, I treasure you more. Hoot! I treasure you more than a dragon treasures its hoard.
And you watch as this roof patch, as like you can reach it because it's like 6 feet tall, this patch in the roof immediately begins to mend itself as you watch straw begin to weave itself back together into a perfectly woven roof.
I need
Wow.
a poisoner's kit. My old one is running out.
You need a poisoner's kit.
Yes.
Ah!
And you know what they said? A snake who needs a poisoner's kit is no threat to a frog.
You know what they say. You know what they say. I've got something around here. You mend my roof, I get you poison. Hold on. Ha, 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 ha. Now this is not going to let you use a whole kit. You know why? You know what they say.
You need a kit to make it work.
No.
I've heard them say that.
This
You've heard nothing.
is a basilisk thing.
Mm.
You don't need a whole kit when you've got a basilisk thing.
How much for basilisk thing? Mending roof?
Mend roof. Basilisk Fang. So you can add a Basilisk Fang into your inventory. Basilisks, if you're able to safely extract the poison out of them, they can petrify.
Whoa.
So if you get the poison out of that and you dip a item or like some sort of weapon that is a melee weapon, you can.
Well, it can also be range.
Oh yeah, this is true. If you range weapon, as long as it's like a physical weapon, you're able to petrify.
Cool.
That is one petrify use.
Cool.
And you know what they say? Can't leave my hut empty-handed.
That is true.
Ration, ration, ration. What need?
How about instead of the rations for me, what if I take the harpoon gun for a spin? Get you more rations out there in the field.
Now, you know what they always say? You find a harpoon gun on the south side of town. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Means
feed
give me some
yourself for
rations.
life.
No,
I mean, someone left it there.
it means someone left it there. And you know what they say? South side of town.
Bad
That's-
side of town.
Well, it's a quite lovely side of town. You've never been.
The
Don't
south
speak
side.
that. I live on the south side. What are you saying about my hut? Is my hut the bad side of town?
No.
In the last like 5
Bad
or so
side of
years,
town.
it's seen a real uptick.
Thank you.
I'll go say it's becoming a hot spot. A lot of people are moving there, saying that it's going to be the next dual ridge.
Don't
Yeah, that's
do
what
that.
they're saying. That's what they're saying.
You know what
I don't
they
know
say.
what the fuck that place is, but that's what
I
they're
mean,
saying.
sorry, I've read books about this place, and they always said,
Oh, he reads.
south side of town is the salamanders' sprawling sprawl yard. That's what they say.
Can I
roll- know what?
Can I roll a charisma check purely
yeah.
to just smile through this, so that way Griff doesn't actually analyze what was just said?
No, you know what they say.
What do they say?
They say south side of towns where lizard folk roam. They say south side of towns how you get into our city if you're coming from the jungle. They say south side of towns where you never want to see a lone weapon. Because what does a lone weapon mean? On the south side of town, it means someone lost it. Nobody drops their weapon unaccounted for.
But you do know what they say.
What do they say?
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
And that's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. And you know who's the keeper? You! Or something.
For
What do you give me?
something.
What do you give me? Because this right here is shiny evidence. You know who's looking for this?
Whoever lost.
Chief's looking for this.
Chief is looking for it, and
Chief's
you
looking
have
for
it.
this. Oh, but you
And
know what they say. You know what they say.
Who is chief?
Who?
Hello?
Let's see what
So what do you
got
give me for?
here.
Clapping.
Outside, you see it's Granny. It's Granny Kurt.
With her
She's
hat.
walking with her hat.
Granny!
Ah!
Granny, I'm getting that hat back tomorrow morning. Enjoy your night with it.
I can't croak. We've been over this. I can't croak.
What if? What if? What if? What if? What if?
Granny Kurt doesn't speak common.
Okay, I think in my time, I'll do whatever check you need me to do. A very rudimentary, basic saying, getting hat tomorrow, enjoy night with it.
Give me. Wow. Give me.
Well, to be fair, I did say that I am not full fluent, but I was like, I'm passable in Grun.
Okay, give me.
I kind of
guess
have to be.
we're just gonna be a straight intelligence check. That's why you're not fluent.
What if I make a picture of you?
What if I make a better one?
Whoopsies. That's a 16.
A 16? Yeah, you can say passably.
Yeah.
Whoever makes a better one gets my harpoon gun.
That
Go.
rhymes.
Go, do it.
Okay.
Do it in my hut. Do it in front of me in my hut right now.
I will.
I'm gonna start printing a picture.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a beautiful painting.
Do you take out some painting supplies and you take out like a little notebook and you start painting them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Fantastic. Can-
point to, in my nook, a very crudely drawn finger painting of me and Griff from when I was a young lad.
Oh, and you know what they say?
Nostalgia always wins.
No.
That's his
No,
ugly
that's
shit.
just a kid. I did that one. I wanted a better one. Go.
Okay.
Both of you. Okay, do you have a painter's kit? I assume.
No.
I'm gonna say you probably have a painter's kit.
Okay.
Because you have paint supplies. So painter's kit, you're probably proficient in painting, or the painter's kit, based on the artisan background. We're gonna say you have proficiency in painting because it's your backstory.
Okay.
You can add that. So with a painter's kit, you're going to add proficiency. So this is going to be it's going to be a tool check. So tool check is going to be a D20, and you're adding your, it's your It's just your proficiency, right? D20 plus proficiency.
Well, it's still a skill check. So
Skill
what
check.
skill is it?
Yeah, so we'll do Dex. Okay, we'll do Dex plus.
Performance?
Dex plus proficiency.
We'll do Dex plus proficiency. We'll do Dex plus proficiency.
Um,
a tool check.
Am I doing the same thing? Dex proficiency?
I'm gonna say,
I'm a printer. This is my whole thing.
what is your class ability modifier?
It's Dex.
We'll say then Dex plus proficiency.
Okay.
So both of you can do
Okay.
a roll off.
Do I have advantage because I'm printing? No.
Mm-mm.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Do I have advantage because my sleight of hand is plus 20?
No,
Okay.
Oh,
it's not sleight of hand.
excuse me.
It's painting.
It's plus.
Yeah.
24.
I am going to use.
Great.
What is it? I'm
On
going
this?
to use Tactical Mind.
He's
If I
using that on
fail
this?
an ability check, I can expend to use a second wind. Instead of regaining HP, I roll 1d10, add the result to the ability check. If the roll still fails, the use isn't expended. So I got a 16, so I need a 9 or 10.
Can I summon an
Nope.
invisible mage hand to try and clog his printer?
What did you roll?
I got a 2, so
So-
not used.
So I will say, like, you begin to summon your mage hand, and as he's printing it out, you watch as it starts to stutter, and out comes like this like clogged mess of a painting. As he spits it out, and you watch as like you're starting, like your printing is starting to.
It's abstract.
Don't worry, love. Performance anxiety is a real thing.
No, it's abstract.
I like that one. That's me in my hat.
It's beautiful. You have a harpoon
And
gun
you
and
watch as
everything.
his tongue sticks out, and you watch as it wraps around the painting, as it goes, and it hits him in the face. As he catches it, and he goes, and he turns it around, and there's some paint left off on his face. Wasn't dry, and it's like a little smudge.
It really captures your essence.
There's like a imprint of his face now on it, as he hangs it right next to the painting that you drew when you were little. As he goes, and you know what they always say: painting you in the house means it's your house.
What?
Ah.
Oh, painting of you, and I thought you said painting you in the house means it's your house.
No.
Like he gets the house.
Painting
Yeah, if
of
he
you
gets
in
a
the
vote,
house.
I get a hat, he gets the
Oh no!
house.
Painting of you in the house means it's your
If
house.
anybody's getting the house, it's gonna be me.
Painting of you in the house means it's your house. He's in the house, you're in the house.
It's our house.
Hakuna Matata. What did you need? What did you got what you want, you got what you want.
Well, actually, I didn't get anything.
Oh, yeah, no. He takes off this. Oh, this is for you. Hands you a printing, or not a printing, he hands you a harpoon gun.
Alright, so far, we have...
Yeah, you're right back in the room.
We have a
Nah.
hat on Tula. You have a harpoon gun. We have 12 rations to split between 4 of us. Because you don't need it. Because you're a robot.
Yeah.
Perfect. So 3 rations per person. Let's say that's a good evening. Settle in for the night. I know we have some communications that need to happen between certain people here. And then in the morning, we'll re-up and then we'll head to the boat.
Sure.
Perfect.
Ah. Before you leave, you might want to show that harpoon gun to the chief. Or don't show it around town. He's looking for it.
Nah, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm a tourist. I bring my own harpoon gun.
Of course.
Just be careful on the south side of town.
Oh, the south side's the nice side.
Oh, see, you know what they always say,
South side's the nice side.
South side's the nice side.
You're quick learner.
Alright,
Trying
well,
to adapt to the culture.
I'll see you all out then. He doesn't move, he just gestures to the door.
Alright, I'll know a secondary location we can go to then, that's fine. And we...
Oh!
I was
No, please make yourself at home! And he gestures to the, like, 10 feet of, like, square feet of space.
Well, like I
Hey,
s-
watch this. He sits in that corner. He points to a hammock that's hanging above the desk. I sleep in this corner. We have 2 more corners.
I can take that corner.
You can
share.
sleep outside. You're a robot.
You can
You
share
can
a
sleep
corner.
in the mud if you're a snake.
Oh. Alright, you know, since I'm the host, I'll have to take... Everybody take whatever corner you want. I'll go and I'll perch on top of the roof.
Well, if you don't want to sleep in here, there's a new free house in the village now.
At the meadows.
There's a
See
free
you later.
house.
Yes.
What happened?
You might not
Who
be able
moved?
to feel it, but you.
Oh, you know, Chula.
Chula? What happened to Chula?
Oh, the chiefess.
She moved.
Oh, I don't know.
Excuse me? I was threatening
Chula.
Tula, that is.
No. As in Chulansi.
No, that's me.
No, wait, no, sorry. You're right, no, hold on. Sorry.
Sorry, real quick, I have to change this character's name. I didn't realize
It's
it
not
was.
Chulansi, sorry. I just got that from Chulansi. Hold on.
Chulula's a spicy carrot. We call her Cholula.
Oh, Chulaki. It's Chulaki.
Chulake?
As in Chulaki.
What happened to Chulake?
She's the priestess.
Oh, the priestess.
I don't know where she went. She moved. All town's talking about it.
Well, I mean, that would be a free house. And they have, like, 4 times the amount of space.
So we are just
So a bastion.
we're moving into
Temporarily
Chula's
speaking.
Chulaki's.
Yeah, we can move in real quick. I think that'll be fine.
Oh, well, she's not using it. You know what they always say?
If they're not using it, it's mine now.
An empty house.
Potter's
is an open
rights.
house.
I like all of those sayings. Write that down. Yeah. Well, good luck in Chulaki's house. Hey, and make sure you don't let the chief see you without a harpoon gun in Chulaki's house, because you know what they always say.
So many
Baffo.
things. So
Yeah.
many things they say.
It'll look really bad on you.
We are going to leave now.
Alright, we leave. I give Griff, like,
Send Chulaki my wishes.
if we see her,
Oh, that's right.
I go to give Griff a hug, but it's like a thing of, like, he's at objectively my knee.
Great.
So it's like knee hug,
Yeah.
and then I pat on his shoulders, and I go, alright, Griff, have a good, I'll see you later.
Mm.
As we're walking out, you were saying they'll eat me and leave
Yes.
me and oh, nothing more. I thought you were really getting
Oh,
into
well,
it.
they were going to. I don't know.
No, hold on. No, really feel it, really.
Well, they would
into how
probably
it's-
rip your mask off first, and then
Mask?
like this thing.
No, dear, that'd be my bone.
Oh, then they
They
rip
must-
your bones off your face and eat
Okay.
them
And
and
chew
eat
is
the
they?
wire.
I think it's true.
Everything in the junk.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Bait nettle?
I don't know. They don't know what it is.
They eat everything that isn't nailed down.
Oh, because I mean, isn't it smell associated? I mean, that's what I read. That a lot of like animals will hunt off smell
You
and
do
all.
smell like
A
an
lot
animal.
of animals, yeah. In some
Right.
places.
Good point. Thanks for the warning.
I'm glad you are most prepared to be traveling with us, sir.
You got a cloak? Something to put that harpoon gun underneath?
Do you?
I do. Do you give me the harpoon gun?
No.
Okay, I'll take it.
So,
I'm not giving you my cloak.
Well,
Have you ever been to heaven?
I haven't. No.
No. Okay. Just checking. Just checking.
Nice. Ben.
Oh, he would not have gone there.
It is quite the marvel, quite the spot.
Nice.
Like bureaucracy and.
Bureaucracy in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
There's no just like one guy that does everything, because that's kind of how I would imagine.
No, that would be the seven heavens. No, this is like Heaven's Reach, above the metro, above the jungle. Jungles. No,
No, never been.
clothing struck me for something, but
I get that a lot. I'm always from
Sure.
someplace.
Oh,
I'm all
I'm
over the
sure, I'm
world.
sure, I'm
you know.
sure.
Everyone's always saying I look like I'm some rich guy.
Are you?
Fabulously.
well, of course he has that shiny new.
That does
Thing.
bring up an important point that we haven't really discussed, which is, for those of us that are not of the web, which in that case would be one
of you.
1 and 2 specifically, payment for this journey, because we are supplying the ship and the knowledge. So I imagine Tula and I would run an even rate, and then we'd split that 50-50.
Right, and forgive me, sort of just got here, sort of just thrust
Well,
into
you
this.
do not need to be paid. You just got here. You were just coming
Right,
along.
right,
as
right,
our-
right.
Definitively,
right.
one of you needs to pay.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, you already said no takesy backsies.
Who takes the backsies?
It is the law of the jungle.
You got a big horse back.
Some people don't know any laws of any jungle. Because we're not in a jungle.
I don't have any of the local currency.
Yeah, and I just
So-
came out of a hole in the chest, so.
Oh, that doesn't matter. We
I
can
just gave
take
birth,
whatever
so-
currency you have. It's all gold.
Oh, I don't travel with gold.
You travel with
Not gold.
What do you travel with?
Good reputation, of course.
And a good reputation can get you
what?
anywhere.
I give you an IOU.
I will
Next-
take that first.
You'll take what?
You're good. Nothing.
Is it sort of like the thing that you were talking about, the mask stealing thing? You take the mask and then you have his good reputation? Is
No,
your
that
him?
was entirely different. I would not be around when you were getting eaten by the.
No, right.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Why do you keep butting in?
Yeah, it's sort of a
Hey,
open conversation.
I know how that feels.
You brought him here.
He came himself.
Actually, I didn't. He did bring me here.
God, he figured you were in his stomach.
I
Yeah,
know.
I didn't think I'd have to give birth.
Can you unhinge your jaw? And I unhinge my jaw like a snake, like this. Is that how you ate him? Is that what you did?
No, I did not vor him. If that's what you're asking me.
It seems.
No. So, let's find other taverns here. I've never been to this
No,
place.
we're rolling up on a house now.
Okay, we can settle down for dinner. We can have some food.
As
We
we
can
duck
discuss.
in, can I make sure there's no one that's around to see
Certainly.
his
A lot of
harpoon gun?
questions I've been wondering.
Well, and a lot of answers that I won't have. Let's talk.
All right.
Are you okay? Just to clarify, you're going to it's spelled. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're going to Raz.
Okay, Chullachaki. I'm saying Chulaki. That's how we're gonna pronounce it. But I think it would be like Chullachaki. Chulaki.
Jogging milk.
No, no, not that one. Are you approaching up to Chula's house? Which I did not think of this when I said Chula and you said that's me, and I was like, no, oh, Tula is Tulatzi, and then I was like, Chulatzi is her name, right? No, I was getting that from you.
Let's call her Aki.
Aki way.
Aki way.
Yeah, as we're getting inside,
Okay.
I will rub my shoes of mud. The door.
I wipe my feet off.
Oh, that's right.
I will say, sorry, you are looking for something. Okay. You approach. It is a lodge that is open. It's like on the open face towards the coast. You can see the rear wall of this, it's a larger hut certainly than Griff's was. You can see the rear wall is missing, but the area is then protected with this large palm bark that has been sort of transfixed to the side of it so that there's no sea air that's getting in. You can see from the doorway around it, you can see corals and shells and even some teeth, like some sort of almost like large shark teeth, are decorating the outside. And the door itself has been also decorated with what appears to be carvings of flowers and differing designs as you approach. And I will say the door is locked.
Real quick, just before we get too far ahead of it, could I have asked Griff for leeches?
You can say no.
You definitely have them.
Roll, I don't know, roll if you would. We're gonna just roll a straight luck check, and I'm gonna say on a 15 or higher, he has a couple leeches.
Okay.
On the off chance.
That's only a 10.
He does not have leeches.
That's okay.
Right out.
Darn.
Fresh out. But I will say is also you approach Chula's hut. You can see near the entrance stands an urn, and you can see inside of it, it's just like this beautiful decorative vase that is made of some sort of seashell, and inside of it you can see dyed colored sand.
Would I know if that has some sort of significance? And she was like a priestess, so I'm like, is this like a...
She's the chiefess of the town. You know that this urn it's pretty large. It's as large as they are. So that is to say about 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And you can see as you're looking in the sand, there's these beautiful mosaics that is depicting leviathans that are covering the outside of this vase. This beautiful, elegant creature that has this long neck. Almost it's got a larger body and a very long neck with a small head. And as you're looking over it, you can tell it is some sort of ancient creature that used to walk these lands long ago. It's for those of you that I've described, it's a sauropod, right? A sauropod dinosaur that is depicted on this face. And you do know that the Grung do worship the old depictions of dinosaurs, and to have this urn depicting like the ancient leviathans that they worship just essentially means that like this is a person of importance. Like this is some people would go to this person for guidance, and then
Okay.
they would turn to their colored sands.
Okay.
Yay.
But the door to this hut is locked.
Anyone go to next Boston locks?
Certainly no one here.
I have a great reputation. I cannot be breaking and entering.
What if we all turn
I
around?
was gonna say the same thing.
Do I know you?
Okay, we're going to.
If you guys all stand around me and just make sure no one sees me, I can.
Sure.
I'm gonna vamp out my wings.
There you go.
I'm gonna do a billow of my cloak, just like a.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
You pick the lock.
Okay.
Roll me a. It is a. Remind me. So
In the new
it's-
rules, it's just sleight of hand.
It's just sleight of hand in the new
Just
rules,
sleight
because
of
I was going to say, in the old rules, it's normally a tools check, so with proficiency plus dex. But it's sleight of hand now, no proficiency. Is
For sure.
proficiency counted in it now, if you're a rogue? Is that why?
I
Did you
think-
just get away with proficiency in it? Because proficiency's already added. Okay, we'll just say new rule sleight of hand.
Okay.
I'll double check. I think that's what it is.
Sleight of hand at this table, we've always done different rules, because I feel like the rules always change for lockpicking checks.
Nat 1. So 21.
A natural 1.
But 21.
For a total of a 21, you absolutely open this door.
Okay.
Here's what we'll say.
It is the loudest opening.
You open this door, and as you do, there is a bucket that was placed at the very edge of this door. That as you're opening it, this this bucket filled with seawater and fish, and it's cut off fish heads, so the water itself is murky with red and blood, and it absolutely guts of fish pour over your face as you oh, got it, and you open the door, and it just covers you in fish blood and guts and gore as you have to wipe off the salt water and the fish that's in your eyes. The smell of it, this putrid, acrid smell, is getting into your nose, and it's hitting your mouth and your eyes, and it's the worst thing you have ever felt.
I have a complete mental breakdown. Completely.
It's all
I would
over
say
your white gloves.
before you go fully into the breakdown, LP claps you on the shoulder. Part of the adventure, mate, and just walks in.
Can I, wait, how many charges? Let me see. Does mending count on, for that kind of thing, or would it only be for, stitching things back together?
Mending to get what?
The
The fish off of him?
fish off his gloves.
That's
specifically.
prestidigitation, which is a very different spell.
Yeah, what do I have? Prestidigitation. I don't.
Yeah, prestidigitation, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. It's a very different spell.
Well,
Mending
I
is
would
to
hold
fix
my
something.
little owl
You
bear
can
plushie.
pretend to mend his mind.
Well, no, that's what the little owl bear.
Oh, this is
plushie-
true. Calm emotions.
Yeah.
As you, just fall to your knees. What does a breakdown look like for you?
Almost like a seizure. Just completely locking up and freezing and grabbing his own chest and kind of scratching it rapidly. Just freaking out internally.
Okay, I give you my plush. It says, "Hoot! I'll always give a hoot about your happiness."
That does calm me down, I feel
Give
like.
you a hug.
I think I'm also gonna lean down. Let's get those off. We can get him clean. Stains like this, no big deal.
When you enter the jungle, be ready for this to happen a lot.
But buckets of fish. Buckets of fish falling on your head.
There's more than buckets. There's barrels. There's shiploads.
But
even.
regardless,
All of fish.
You might
regardless
even
of,
find one in a plant pod. They just
There
spills
are a
out
lot of
fish
fish
guts.
in the jungle, in the rainforest.
hey, let's not worry about that right now. Let's get those gloves off and get him clean.
Different terminology, different culture.
Alright, I start taking my shoes off.
What?
Different biomes.
I'm
They're
gonna.
different biomes, but
They are.
I given my given my history, I think that menial labor tasks like this, I would have been fairly proficient in. Would I be able to start helping to get the grime and blood off of his boots, gloves, and other adornments?
Laundry check.
Give me just like a straight dex check, I guess.
Okay.
Or like, a dex just to like.
Can I argue for proficiency? Because I think
No.
this would have been.
No! Proficiency in
task?
laundry?
I watched these
Yeah.
clothes so good.
No.
Not one. Damn, that's tragic.
For a total of 6.
My clothes.
Yeah, no shit, man. We gonna have to get you some new clothes.
This is disastrous.
Okay.
I prestidigitate my clothes.
You
At
have
the
it? You have it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You see him going with just like a full pour of bleach, and he's like, "This will get it right out," and you're like, "Nope, I'm done."
Okay. So you prestidigitate your clothes, and all of you watch as this breakdown is just like this miniature breakdown is avoided ever so slightly, as the smell of fish guts is still in the air. It's just not on him anymore, as it is still kind of on the floor a little bit. But as you begin to walk in, immediately the scene that you walk into is the small interior of a hut. You can see there is a cot at the end. You can also see there is a small altar with the depictions of these giant leviathans. You can also see that it is almost like it's like a dais for an altar. You can see it's rounded out in like a circular, almost like a arch. That's the word. Like an arch for like that is embedded into the wall of like crown molding, and you can see inside of it is this beautiful mural on a stone tablet, and this stone tablet has ancient Grung on it. If no one here knows Grung, which would have been great to do. You cannot read Grung. I'll give you that. You can like rudimentary speak it. You cannot read ancient Grung.
I'll roll at disadvantage.
I
grew up here.
Grung. I'm not giving you ancient Grung.
It's ancient Grung, okay.
I will say you can rudimentarily speak this language in passing conversation.
Okay, that's fine. I had to try. I simply had to try.
Oh, for sure. You can see in ancient Grung this is engraved on this stone tablet, and as you're looking it over, you can see there's also a couple different paintings in their own little daises, like in their own little pedestals on the crown molding of the wall that have been carved in depictions of other Grung and of other frog folk. Different colors, but I will say they are all the same color. You can see they are gold. These are Grung with like gold and yellow spots all across them.
What does gold mean?
You would know, and you would also know, gold are elite warriors. So they are the highest trained Grung of villages. They're also known as the tribe, the leaders of villages. So like they pass down, depending on.
They're the Bronx.
Yeah. They're the noblemen of the town. As you walk in, and it is nice in here, but it is, it's small, though most of you that are 6 feet tall would have to dump anyway. There's more room in here than, would be absolutely necessary to at least lay out sideways and fall asleep. Although something catches your eyes. It is not clean in here. Not just because of the spilled fish, but there are dried patches of stark red blood covering the floor, almost like a body was dragged at some point. You can see like patches of almost scales and skin that are flaked in some of the corners, like someone's skin was falling off. You can see not just that, but in the mantle place where the dais was of the Leviathan stone tablet, in front of it, you can see nails of some kind, like toenails or fingernails that have been laid out individually, like someone was organizing them.
I think seeing, you described it as like scales and like blood.
Yes.
I like walk up beside Tula and whisper to her, "Death curse?"
Well,
Is it death curse?
I didn't say to you.
I'm just writing it
Oh
down.
no,
I
yeah.
think in
This is where I was gonna end the.
Well,
the
in
session.
character, I'm just not even gonna respond. I'm just gonna turn tail and just walk out.
And you walk out. Do you want to make a history check for me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Can I do it with advantage? 'Cause I'm
Yeah, you're
You're
telling
telling me.
Yeah, yeah.
They
intimately
murdered someone
Both
here
of you-
and then
both-
set up a fish bucket trap.
Both of you.
It's just
26.
26, and both you can make a history check as well.
Me too.
14.
14. 14, you're not sure. You have to ask because you've never actually seen it.
Exactly.
26. You see not just the gore on the floor, not just the fingernails that are organized, but what gets you is the flesh that is flaked and dried on the floor. In spots like someone was trying to clean it and then eventually gave up. You can see as you're looking around in parts of the room, as you're beginning to kind of like poke your head around, there's teeth in a couple places, hidden, like someone was trying to hide it. But then it just got too much. Somebody was rotting in here for a while. This is the death curse, and Tula, you're very familiar with that. And as you're looking around in this room, you're noticing mostly everything in here has been taken. This room has been ransacked save for the tablet, the bed, the cot. It was nice in here at one point, but a lot of the decor on the walls, supplies that might have been in here are gone, like in a rush. Save for what appears to be at the very back, maybe too heavy to carry, is a large gold chest, ancient gold, with runes stretched across it, and a large, intricate lock and symbols splayed across. This is where we're going to end the session, but I will show you guys the symbols it is in Grung, in ancient Grung, that I'll translate, but I'll show you guys what the symbols look like. Yes.
Would you be able to flip it for us later?
Like, oh yeah, so you guys can, when we,
Otherwise I'm working upside down.
yeah. You see these symbols across it. And that's the end of the session.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Amaze balls.
We did it. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
We're gonna be the
We did a lot of stuff.
Is
We
there
dried some
anything that
socks.
we don't see?
We painted some paintings. We failed at pick lockpicking.
Yes.
failed.
Yes, failed.
So there is a tradition that we have. There is a tradition that we have here. It's called What You Don't See. For anyone that doesn't know what you don't see is essentially the camera will zoom out on this scene, the metaphorical camera, that is focusing in on these characters and what you guys are seeing. And if this was, for example, for an audience, the characters wouldn't see this. This is like at the very end of an episode, we get to see something that's happening in another part of the world with the villains or the other characters or NPCs. This is called What You Don't See. I do this at the very end of almost every single session so that your characters in the world that they're in right now are not going to see this, but your players get a little bit more insight on the world around them. You can't use this insight for anything in character, obviously, but it's kind of nice to just have to get a better grasp of what's going on in the larger story, just for fun, because I think it's interesting. So the camera's going to zoom out of our quaint, small frog village, and we're going to move across the jungle to a location that you don't recognize, but somewhere shrouded in an oppressive canopy where light does not shine through is a large standing ruin. A mural sprayed across it. You can see carved and painted in some kind of ancient paint and text and language that you don't understand is depicted against this giant temple cave wall. And as you're looking at it, we see on the bottom, on a raised dais, a figure lying there. Their skin rotted off. Their fingernails are missing. Their teeth have fallen out. Their eyes are sunken and almost gouged at this point. You can see their hair, if they ever had any, is completely gone. Even their eyelashes, any sort of defining features of them, have rotted away, left to die in this temple as a curse slowly eats away at the last of their humanity. And that is where we end the what you don't see, and that's where we fully end the session.
Amazeballs.
That's the end of the first session of the Endless Web!
Yay!
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream!